Yeah,
So I hope I'm audible.
Yes, yes.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So hey everyone, welcome to the seminar today. Here with us we have Dr. Fakir Charan Farida. He's here with us to take us on a journey through learning, teach us the art of self-learning and how we can bring out motivation within themselves. Sir, you can have the stage.
Thank you. God bless you. Good morning, all of you.
Good
I
morning.
welcome.
Good morning, sir.
Morning,
Uh,
Good morning, sir.
Morning,
Good
sir.
morning,
sir.
sir.
Morning,
Good
sir.
morning,
good
sir.
morning.
Morning, sir. Good morning,
Uh,
sir.
I welcome all baby scientists, baby engineers, baby administration, and baby managers of India. I wish you all the best. I will try my best to introduce you the self-study method, what I have carried out last 40 years, 45 years. We started this type of program in 85 and still we are continuing. But because of commercialization of education and coaching centers, we are not able to help the student because student wanted immediate gain without knowledge, without foundation, without anything. They wanted only mark. So these are the problem we face 95 onwards till now. Okay, no? So that time we created some 4 IITians from with my help. Myself, I am a chemistry man, another mathematician, another is physics. We 3 people started teaching 85 to 95. After that, no student came to us. So they paid heavily to. They are also successful. I'm not telling they are failure, but unnecessarily they diverted attention from self-study to assisted study. Assisted study means somebody will assist you to study in all 12 hours. They will go on, now nowadays how coaching classes are being conducted all over India. In that process, what is happening? You are not able to do everything of your own. Every time assisted. You want help from others. But how to, now let me talk about what is study. Study means, you can write down, study is equal to reading plus writing plus speaking plus listening plus thinking plus understanding plus problem solving. How many points are there together is called study. What is study? Study, whatever you are doing, these are all study. But a study means all together. How many points? Are you able to listen? Very good. So study is equal to reading, writing, speaking, listening, thinking, understanding, and problem solving. Is it okay? This is called study. So like that, what is reading? People are telling studying and reading are same. It is not same. What is reading? Let me tell you about reading. Reading is equal to recognition of alphabets or words. I'm sorry, alphabets or letters of that particular language. Okay. Whether it is in English or Hindi or Odia or Tamil, you should know the letters. Then only you can read. Recognition of letters of word in a particular language. Plus, then again plus. Spelling of that word. that spelling will be different. Then pronunciation of that word. Then plus pronunciation, spelling, recognition of letter. Then what you have to do? Pronunciation, spelling, then meaning you should know. Then only you can read. So reading means, you see, mostly people they read from a printed material. You see, in the news reader, in the television, news reader. But reading is part of the study. Otherwise, you cannot improve your spelling. You cannot improve your pronunciation. You see, in English is such a language, spelling and pronunciations are totally different. If you see this word called psychology, its spelling is totally different and pronunciation is totally different. But in Indian language, Hindi, Oriya, Telugu, Tamil, spelling and pronunciation, they go together. Is it okay up to now?
Yes, sir.
I am talking about studying.
Yes,
So like that, I can give many things on speaking, listening. There are also big, you see, these are all required for your future examination, because nowadays all these jobs are based on interview, written test. So you are missing when you neglect from 8th standard, because most of the written test for administrator or for manager, for scientist, you must have a foundation, strong foundation from 8th, 9th and 10th. Otherwise, it will be very, very difficult. So what I am trying to tell you, you must cultivate the habit of self-study. No, now I told about study. Now self-study means what? How to do self-study. That means you are teaching yourself. Okay, no? So how it will teach you? There is some input and output. Hello. Okay. Are you listening? You have to. How to study? That means. Hello.
Realme, please. Yes, sir.
Now it is clear now. Now input for any self-study, you should have input. That means reading study material you should have. And most of you are not studying textbooks. That is a great mistake. In my time, I used to study 10 times. Mathematics means 10 times. Science means 12 times. English means 6 times. And all other subjects 2-3 times. Normally I read. But nowadays, you don't read your textbook. This is a pathetic situation. All over world. I'm not preaching, talking about states or India, all over world, because my students are all over world. My students are in Singapore, Canada, California.
Oh no. The planning.
So what is happening? Na? All are lacking in. They don't have a habit to, because they are always spoon fed. This will be the question in exam. This will be answer. That's all. You need not do any other work. And the commercialization of the education has spoiled the talent, the spark inside the student. Then you see that we are telling it is igniting. How to ignite? A fuel can be ignited. You see, in your LPG cylinder, there is a combustible material, that is a fuel. And in you, fuel is a talent which is hidden inside each human being. Even each animal there is a talent. Talent means the way you do anything innovatively, in a new way, in an effective way, efficient way, different way. That is called talent. For you, talent is like a fuel. Then somebody has to ignite. You see, in your LPG cylinder, you are igniting. Once you ignite, automatically it undergo combustion, isn't it? You need not ignite 100 times. Because the talent is already, the fuel is already there, it will be.
Talent is talent.
No, what is talent? Talent is
No.
like a fuel.
Sir, like
If I ignite you, automatically it is
Ignite
fires
is
up.
ignite.
sir,
Tell me. Very good. Yes, you asked me question. Very good. Yes.
sir, like talent is something that we do by natural, sir. Nobody will force us to do, sir. We do it with love, sir.
Very good. Love is the root of anything. Any activity, if you don't love, don't like it. Love is
How
the
are you?
root of all your existence. Isn't it? Your
Sir,
exist.
is not making
So
to.
love for study. That too self-study. You see, you people are guided by the coaching teacher, coaching masters. Your school master pay 2,000 rupees per month. Then you go to coaching class.
Hello?
Then what
Hello?
happens?
Hello.
Now tell me. Yes, please. Anybody wanted to ask question to me?
Sir.
Okay. Very good. Now let us come to the, for self-study, we require study material. That means you have to read either from the any source. It may be digital source, or it may be printed materials, or it may be school notes. Okay, now this is input. Then another input means reading materials and listening. Listening material means your teacher will be speaking. You too will get something. Some teachers are teaching. So like that, all others, digital system is there. Then classroom teaching is there. These are all input. Then what is your output? You should write. Write is output, no?
Sir, writing answers in the exam.
No. That is final. But practice you have to do. Because your handwriting should be very good. And your spelling should be also very good. And your I see many students, their handwriting is so bad, they will start from one corner, end with another corner. I have seen. Last 40 years, I have taught around 200 students. They behave like this, but many people have rectified themselves. And they don't know how to write small a, capital A. So in that way, what is happening? They are not able to improve it. So now there are four things I told. One is,
Sir,
tell me.
which plants are reproduced through seeds, sir?
No, that we will see. You see, that type of answer is there in the book. I did not tell you.
Which plants are reproduced through seeds, sir?
No. That you see, those type of question I will. That is not in my topic. You see, I will tell you. Today topic is
Sir,
what? Self-study.
There's small doubt in previous sessions, sir.
No. Let me finish.
Okay.
Let me finish. I will ask question. You cannot ask question. This type of question I cannot answer because I have to refer the book. No, I cannot remember from class 6 to KG to PG. So many topics I have to prepare for this. Suppose you want a particular topic, you join me in WhatsApp. I will teach you. My WhatsApp number you may be knowing. You are understanding? This because I cannot remember from class 1 to class MSc student. Is it possible to remember?
No, sir.
Then, so I will be confining myself to only my topic. In that topic, I will introduce you now who are interested in because I am teaching you to appear all the national scholarship exams all over India. In state level scholarship exam as well as national level scholarship exam for from class 1 to math Olympiad, then all the Olympiads, then NTSC, lot of examinations and a lot of money is there also nowadays. So you have to, if you are interested to join me, you can join singly, one to one. I am teaching 1 to 1. I will give 5 hours of homework
Sir.
you have to do.
సార్
Please tell me.
ఎగ్జామ్స్ లో ఎక్కువ మార్కులు రావాలంటే
Excuse me?
Sir, sorry. Sir, please continue, sir. Please continue.
Okay. Now, no. Whatever you are asking personal question, you can take my WhatsApp number and you can, I will help you to learn. Because if you study with me, no coaching classes are required. But you have to do very hard work. Minimum 5 hours of homework I will give. So now let us start self-study material. What are those? You have to write. You got the material, listening material as well as reading material you got. Then you have to write it down. Either from the books, yes, you have to make of your own notes from the book. Then that note has to be rectified by your teachers or people like me, your mentor, teachers, coach, parents, brother, sister. They will see your note, whether it is correct or wrong, whether your handwriting is good or not, whether spelling is good or not. Am I correct? So these are the things you have to. Then after writing, what you have to do? You have to do. Now I told 4 things: reading, listening, writing, then what?
Speaking.
Speaking.
Speaking. Yes. Speaking is very, very important.
Speaking.
Because without speaking, no interview is possible. You see, after your written exam, anywhere you go, whether it is scholarship exam or in your job to get any job in the government or private, number 1 is writing, correct? But after writing, if you qualify, you have to attend interview for 5 minutes to 10 minutes. That time they will see your body language, how you are speaking, how you are behaving, everything they will examine.
Sir, problem solving, sir.
Wait, let me finish that. Spoken part. Spoken part is very, very as important as writing part. So next is thinking.
Understanding.
No. Thinking has not come. Without thinking, nothing is possible. Thinking, nobody is teaching you art of thinking. How to think. This is the problem. Now I will tell you how to. Okay. Now anybody is having any book, science book you open.
నో డౌట్ సార్
One book you open. You tell me which book. Any one. You open one science book, chapter 1, paragraph 1. I will tell you how to think. This is the trick lies here.
సార్
I
సార్
brought my book, sir.
Tell me the name of the book. CBSE book. I want textbook. CBSE book, science book. How to think, I will tell you. Read that book.
Sir, I have state textbook, sir.
Okay, state book, no problem. Read it. chapter 1. What is the name of the chapter? And one line you read.
Reflection of light on at curved surfaces.
Very good. Reflection of light. Now the first sentence what it tells in your book. Read it, that first sentence under that chapter.
Reflection of light by spherical mirrors. The first law of reflection tells us a light ray incident at an angle with the normal at the point of incidence will get
Very good. But that is one sentence, na? Have you completed one sentence?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now that sentence you have written. Now I will ask you, how many questions can you make in that sentence? Using why, what, when, where, how. You use as many questions can you make any meaningful and very elegant questions, attractive questions? One sentence you have studied, you have read just now. Okay, each tell me, because this is the thinking process.
Now you want to tell me a question from the sentence?
How many questions you can frame? Meaningful questions, elegant questions. This is I am initiating art of thinking. How to think. You have to make your own question. There is self-study, na?
Yes, sir.
This is called self-questioning, and this must be because unless until you are having command on grammar and spelling, pronunciation, you cannot write also. Reflection, you tell.
Sir?
To read that sentence, reflection, light.
Sir, do you want to me read the sentence again?
No. Sentence already you have read. Can you make, how many questions you can make? Meaningful questions. Using why, what, when, where.
Sir, what
Sir,
do you
I
mean
can make
by
two, sir.
ఇప్పుడు నేను మ్యూట్ కదా
Sir, I can make two questions, sir.
Read out that two questions. First question is what?
What happens to a light ray incident at an angle with normal at the point of incidence?
Very good. Then?
When will be a ray reflected by making equal angle with the normal?
That is then any other question you can make? Any other question you can make? Very good.
What happens if a light ray make what?
No, that is correct. What are two questions are correct? Any other question can you make?
Sir, I can make one question, sir.
Then
Sir,
you can make, no, let me finish that. So another question you can make, what are the laws of reflection? That is there, everything is there.
Yes, sir.
You see, it is the most meaningful will be, what are the laws of reflection? That's all. This is also a very good question. Whatever you told also, it is good.
sir net waste, sir?
So now let me now I will give you very simple questions. Okay, then you have to simple sentence. Okay. Gopal.
Sir, just a minute.
You write down. Gopal went. Write down. Gopal went to the forest. Gopal went to the forest to catch a deer. Last Sunday, Gopal went to the forest to catch a deer last Sunday? Gopal went to the forest to catch a deer last Sunday. Okay. You have completed. Now
sir.
thinking. Now
Sir,
you
can
think.
you repeat it again?
No, I have already repeated 3 times. No?
So, sir, we'll have to make questions out of this.
No, how many questions you can make? Gopal went to the forest to catch a deer last Sunday.
Sir, can I make a
When and
why Gopal went to the forest?
No, you write down. You write down. Or each one of you write down how many questions you can make. Then I will tell you whether you are able to think or not. This is the main point. Without thinking, nothing can happen. You cannot read, you cannot speak, you cannot listen.
Sir, why did Gopal went to the forest and what was he looking for, sir?
Okay, you one question. At least one question you tell me correctly. Grammatic. The question must be grammatically correct also. Tell me one question.
Sir?
When and why did Gopal went to the forest? When and why did Gopal went to the forest?
No. One question. Two
Sir?
questions you cannot make.
Okay.
Sir?
So,
How many
where did Gopal went last Sunday?
Tell me.
Where did Gopal went last Sunday?
Where?
Where did Gopal went last Sunday?
To catch a...
Gopal?
Gopal
go to catch the deer?
You are not able to write correctly. You write correctly. You write. It is
Where did Gopal go to catch the deer?
catch the deer.
Where did Gopal go
Sir,
to
can
catch
I?
the deer?
Wait. One. Let you finish first. Where did Gopal?
Where did Gopal go to catch the deer?
Last Sunday. Last Sunday also you have to write, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Second question. Very good. This is very good question.
Sir, can I?
Gopal went to the forest last
Another man.
Sir, can I?
You should not ask all the. Let me ask other
When
students.
did Gopal go to the forest?
When did Gopal go to the forest to catch a deer? That you have not completed.
Sir, was Gopal
Sir,
was able to catch the deer?
What was he trying to catch?
No, it is not correct. It should be
Sir,
meaningful
Was
sentence.
Gopal was able to catch
Sir,
the deer?
who went to the forest?
Very good. That is the very simple question. Nobody is catching it.
Why did
What
he go
was-
to the forest?
What was he trying to catch in the
Wait.
forest?
Let me correct it.
In the forest.
Who?
Guys,
Use
guys.
it.
Gopal catch.
No. First
Was
who?
Gopal was
First,
able to catch the deer?
no. Who? First you
Who
write
was
who.
Gopal?
No.
What
happened to a deer
last Sunday?
No. It is
Who
incorrect.
went to the forest?
Who went
So
to
who
the
went to
forest?
the forest, sir?
Who went
Sir,
to
we
the
can
forest?
also do true or false
No.
questions.
Let
Who
me
went to
finish.
the forest?
Who went to the... That is also incorrect. Who went to the forest to catch a deer last Sunday? It should be completed like this.
Sir,
Otherwise,
was Gopal was able to catch the deer?
you have to complete. Now you are understanding. I am refining your thinking process. You are not able to tell correctly.
On which day Gopal went for fishing?
Correct. On which day? One which day? You have to complete
Gopal
this.
went for fishing.
On which
day
for catching a deer?
Sir, can I?
Sir, can I?
did Gopal go, sir?
Sir, how many deers did Gopal catch?
And where did Gopal went to forest to catch the deer?
Which animal did Gopal catch in the forest?
No,
How many-
that is not complete. You have
What
We
did
can also
Gopal
make
do
true
in
or
the
false
forest
questions.
last
Why
Sunday?
did Gopal went to forest last Sunday?
Who
was trying to catch a deer?
No, but that is not completed, no?
What
That
did
is-
Gopal
Gopal
went to the forest.
No, now
Why
what I am
did
telling,
Gopal
How many days
your
Who
thoughts
went
are,
to the forest to catch a deer last Sunday?
no, your questions are highly fragmented, highly partial, all are partially correct. I am telling,
Sir,
all the meaning of the sentence must be fully preserved.
sir,
Tell
Why
me.
did Gopal went to the
how many
forest?
That is not correct. You have to complete
how
the
many days
sentence.
did Gopal catch last
Why
Sunday?
did Gopal went to the
Days
forest
did
last
Gopal catch
Sunday?
Gopal able to catch the deer?
How many days did Gopal catch
Why
last
did
Sunday?
Gopal
No,
went
that
to
is
the
not correct.
forest last Sunday?
How many deer say it is not?
Why,
Sir,
why
what
did
did
Gopal
Gopal
went
do
to the
when he went to the
forest
forest
to catch a
last
deer?
Sunday?
No. You have to retain the frame of the questions. Otherwise, you can make 100 questions which does not have much meaning.
Sir,
Who went to
just
the
a minute.
Sir,
forest
what did Gopal do
to
when he went to
catch?
the forest last Sunday?
Sir,
Very good.
sir, just
Super.
a minute. Sir,
So who
please
went to
don't.
the forest to catch?
To catch what?
Bhavan, just a minute. Everyone, please don't continuously repeat your questions. Just say it once and let sir respond to those questions. Okay?
Yes, that will be better. Better.
Sir should also evaluate your questions, right? So
Yes,
just say your question and just keep and
keep quiet.
mute yourself
Yes,
again. Yeah.
very good. Start one by one.
Go ahead.
Ji Mukhita, you tell.
What happened last Sunday?
No, correct it.
So can I?
Tell me.
Was Gopal able to catch the deer?
No, it is not correct. Because you see, I told you the frame, the full sentence meaning must be kept preserved. You are truncating it. You are removing part of the question, part of the sentence, and asking question. That is not correct.
In the forest, what happened to a deer last Sunday?
No, that is also not correct.
Why did Gopal went to the forest last Sunday?
Correct.
Who was trying to catch a deer?
Who was trying? Okay, who was trying to catch it? But that is not fully correct.
Sir, who was trying to catch a deer last Sunday?
Sir, what?
Then forest.
Who
Where
was
is the forest?
catching who?
No. All are.
Gopal was trying to catch a deer on Thursday. True or false?
When did
No.
Gopal go to forest to
You
catch
cannot
the
ask
deer?
question to me. You cannot ask question to me.
Which animal did Gopal catch in the forest last Sunday?
Very good.
I mean, we can make true or false questions.
No. That I will not ask. Whatever I am asking, you have to tell.
Which animal did Gopal catch in the forest last Sunday?
Very good. So now let me finish. I will tell one by one. Okay. Number one, you write down. Correct question. Meaningful, correct, and authentic questions with clarity. Number one is, who went to the forest to catch a deer last Sunday? That is number one.
When did Gopal go to the forest to catch the deer?
Then second question. When did Gopal go to forest to catch a deer? Okay. So what is to, then when it is over? Then
Which
next
animal did Gopal catch in the forest last Sunday?
Which animal you can, which animal or whom? Whom did Gopal?
Which animal did Gopal catch in the forest last Sunday?
That is also another very good. You can know, na?
Gopal go on Sunday.
Sir, but you didn't make it clear that Gopal catched an animal, sir. He wanted to catch an animal, but did he catch the animal?
That is what I am telling you. Whatever is there in that sentence, all must be written, except the question
Why
part.
did Gopal went to the forest?
Why did Gopal went to the forest?
Why did Gopal went to the forest? Last Sunday you should use, na? You see, you are truncating, you are cutting short, you are partially. I am telling the full content of the sentence must be preserved. Then only you will become a scientist. You will become a poet. You will become a writer. If you think
Where
this,
did,
this is the
Gopal went to
where
last
did Gopal went?
where did Gopal went? Is it grammatically incorrect?
Where did Gopal went last Sunday?
No, that is grammatically incorrect. Where did
Where
Gopal
did
go?
Gopal go?
Grammar also must be preserved. Na? You
Where did
cannot talk.
Gopal go to catch a deer last Sunday?
Very good. So, how many meaningful question you can make now using where, when, what, who,
Google check.
four. Four are very good meaningful questions. Using what, when, where, then
Which?
when, and which. Okay. Okay. Now you have understood how the thinking you should think. Okay. Then after thinking, then understanding. Now how to tell me.
So like in the sentence, it's given that Gopal went to forest to catch a deer.
Deer last Sunday.
Last Sunday. Catch a deer last Sunday, which means he just went to catch just one deer. So I guess we can also ask a question like, how many deers did Gopal catch?
Yeah. You are correct. How many deers? Yes, you are correct. Very good. Super. Very good. Yes. Like this is the thinking process I am initiating within you. So if you read the book like this, then only you can improve. And you see, once you read chapter 1, so many ideas will come, so many spelling you will get. But when you read second chapter, all this spelling, all everything you know, na, your labor will come down. You are understanding? That means chapter 1, whatever you have studied, that word, meaning, then spelling, pronunciation, everything you know. Most of the same word will appear again in this chapter 2 only. So as you go on and on, your working time will come down. If you study very sincerely, thoughtfully, effectively, efficiently, because already you have understood chapter 1, because same type of terms and words will appear again. So if you see, it will take difficulty, you will have some difficulty in studying chapter 1, self-study. But chapter 2, it will become less difficult. So as you go on 15th chapter, it will be totally zero difficulty, no difficult at all. Because 99% of the words again it will reappear in this way or that way. Am I correct or wrong?
Sir.
But people are afraid, students are afraid. Oh, no, who will study like this? Who will ask so many questions? And if you don't ask questions, your thinking power is lost. Am I correct? And people are very, very weak in English and English grammar. You people are very weak. Because I am teaching Indian Administrative Service, those who are appearing, their English standard is very, very poor, but they can speak very good English. They will tell so many things, as I told you, inspire, motivate, ignite, stimulate. But if I ask what is the difference between stimulation, motivation, ignition, they are out. Inspire, because they are all looking same. These words are as if the meaning is same. It is not same. It is called vocabulary. That means how much knowledge you have to differentiate between one word to another word. You are understanding? You see, walk. Suppose I will tell WALK, walk. What is the meaning of walk in English? Can you tell me?
Sir, can you
Anybody?
repeat, sir?
Walk, W-A-L-K, walk. Can you
Sir,
tell
walk
me?
means to move.
To?
Move.
To go somewhere.
To go.
Sir, walk means
One
basically
place
like,
to another
To use
place,
our
sir.
legs to go somewhere.
lifting and
Sir,
displacing your
walk to
legs.
a
Who told that lifting?
Sir,
Yes,
can I?
yes.
Lifting and
Tell.
displacing your legs, sir.
Yes,
It is a
that is called
movement.
walking. Yes.
Sir, the
That is-
movement by which we can go to one place to another place.
No. You cannot do like that. You have to use that word. Walk means going from one place to another using your legs only. Are you understanding? You can go from one place by rolling also you can go. By jumping also you can go. By running also you can go. By climbing also you can go. Am I correct? By flying also you can go. And I am telling you, the words are very simple. What is that? Walk. I asked a very simple word, walk. But you people are not able to answer. One fellow could answer nicely. Leg, the use of leg is a must. Otherwise, you can crawl and go, crawling. You know it or don't know? Same movement from one place to another, you can go by running, you can go by crawling, you can go by walking, you can go by cycling, you can go by motorcycling, you can go by car, you can go by flight. Am I correct or wrong?
Yes, sir.
This is called
Correct,
this is
sir.
called, this is called English. Similarly, if you are studying in your MIL, either Odia, you say I am a Odia fellow. You may be Tamil fellow, or you may be Kannada fellow, or you may be Telugu fellow. Your words are all, most of the words are generated from Sanskrit, isn't it? Those words you see elegantly made. Spelling, pronunciation, and script, all are very, very elegant. But English words are not so elegant because there are a lot of disparity. Spelling will not match with pronunciation. Pronunciation it will have the many meanings will be there. Okay. But simplest is Sanskrit based language. India, all the Indian languages are based on Sanskrit. Am I correct? So now you understood very simple thing how you don't know. Am I correct? So what is the time now? 11 o'clock. My time is only 1 hour. You see, now we have a thinking part I told. Then what understanding part also just now I told. Then problem solving. How to problem solving, how to do? Because you see, school, colleges, universities, they are what? They are the limited. They are the representation of real life situation. This is the education. In the education means what? They will tell only some fundamental with boundary, limited things. But when you come to real world, they are unlimited. Am I correct? But the school only limited. You are having a limited number of books, limited number of pages, limited period, limited time. Everything is limited. Your exam also limited. Am I correct? Your exam also will be limited, 1 or 2 hours. And questions are also limited. Okay, na? But that is for your school. But if you aspire to get some scholarship, there are 15 to 20 scholarship in India to crack. If you crack, you will get 5,000 rupees per month, 10,000 rupees per month, 25,000 rupees per month. You know it, don't know. International exam, Math Olympiad, Computer Olympiad, like that. A lot of Olympiads are there, international level. So that you can enrich your problem solving activity. Otherwise, okay, it is just like you swallow something and vomit it without digesting it, then over. It will not love, because education must be long lived. It must be strong foundation. Suppose your house is not made of a strong foundation, it will collapse after 10 years. Then what will happen? All your money is gone. So if you don't have strong foundation from 8th, 9th, 10th, then when you go to +2 and college level, you will totally collapse. No job, nothing, you will get frustrated. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
So that is why I am telling, without self-study, you cannot have a durable knowledge. That knowledge must be foundation. It will continue. But you are telling, why I am a 10th standard fellow, why I should go second class 2. That is not correct. Now let us come to the problem solving. Problem solving, how we will do? At the end of each chapter, there is a exercise. There are numerical exercises, there is conceptual exercises, there is question and answer, multiple choice questions, variety of questions, matching the column A with the column B. There are varieties of questions are there. You have to solve it. Many students are not solving questions at the end of their English grammar book and English textbook. I have seen many students, English textbook and English grammar in India, nobody is solving fully. Am I correct or wrong? Why?
Yes.
Without English, you cannot improve anything. Because English is the foundation for all your future exam. You will get 100% in your school, but finally where you will go? Finally, you have to appear at national level. You have to compete with 50 lakh students to get engineering, to get. Otherwise, you pay 20 lakh, 50 lakh, and after paying 50 lakh, you will get some engineering degree. Then what will happen? Who will give you job? You have purchased. Don't purchase certificate, please. If you purchase certificate, then you have to purchase job also. You have to purchase. Then where you stand? So what I am telling, you must do all the exercises given at the. I am telling about problem solving. English nobody is doing. Only mathematics they are doing. At the end of each chapter, most of the students are doing problem solving, numerical, MCQ, or 5-mark question in mathematics they are doing. Science also 50% students are doing, completing the exercises given at the end of each chapter. But English nobody is doing. Their MIL, their mother tongue, nobody is doing. History, civics, geography, nobody is doing. At the end of the chapter, lot of questions are there. Am I correct? Why you are not doing? Only mathematics you are doing. If you do, it will help you to practice, will help you to understand your mistakes. And your thinking will become more and more refining, and you will remember easily. Okay, na? And you will get scholarship, 2,000, 5,000, 4,000. At least you will go to a government college so that fees are less. You see, private colleges, if you go, they are taking 3 lakh per month, per year. Government, how much? 30,000. You know it, you don't know. Like that, if you go to government school, no fees is there. But if you go to private school, you will be giving 50,000, 1 lakh per year. Am I correct? And they will ask you, these are the questions, these are the answers. So before exam, they will tell 100 questions are there. you read these questions, your answer, then you will score 100 out of it. Then what will happen? That means most of your textbook you have not covered. So self-study material, what I told now, reading, writing, listening, speaking, thinking, understanding, then problem solving.
Learning.
So now I will tell you, now reading and studying I told. Now what is learning? Learning means what? Learning is again different. Learning is equal to study plus study plus to develop skill. Study plus develop skill to practice it. Skill development. Study, learning means skill development to practice, and third one is to use it in daily life. Experience. You see, you will get experience means it may be failure or it may be success. When you are implementing some knowledge or developing skill, then what is happening? Skill and knowledge, you know difference. Skill means anything you do by your hand, by your mouth, by your leg. These are all skill, using your limbs. When you are writing, your hand is most important. That is a skill. Okay, no? That script you have to write. When you are speaking, your tongue movement, this voice, all those things, these are a skill. So these are the skill you have to use to convert knowledge into action. How knowledge can be converted into action? If you use skill, and that skill should be developed. Then once you develop, then you practice every day. Then you experience it. Then after experiencing, you will, what will happen? You will manifest it. You will express it to others. And you say, what I am doing? I was like you. Then I am now expressing, because I am become a learned man. Learned man, we call it. Nah? Pandit. So I have become Pandit because I have gone through all these stages. So those who want to adopt my self-study method, you can contact me individually and I will teach you without going to any coaching class. But you have to, you know my WhatsApp number or don't? Don't know?
Yes.
I am giving my WhatsApp number, you take down. So I will individually teach. 97891 25443.
25443, sir.
Sir, can you repeat the? Repeat this.
Okay, now I am repeating one by one. Okay, 9 7 8 9 1 2 5 4 4 3. Correct?
Yes,
So
sir.
if you
yes.
so if you want to join me, you have to promise that you must not go to any coaching class. Only textbook and with me. I will give you every day 5 hours of homework. You have to work for 5 hours. Otherwise, no.
Okay. So what's your name, sir?
My name is Fakir Charan Parida. Fakir Charan, Fakir, Fakir Charan, Charan, R-A-N, Fakir Charan, then Parida, P-A-R-I-D-A. Then when you are responding me through my WhatsApp, you have to give your school identity card. School identity card, take a photograph, make PDF and send to me.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Then whatever you will study in your home, that notebook, you have to take a photograph, then make PDF and send to me. Don't send photograph to me because I cannot read it. PDF means it's single, some 20 photograph can come in a single PDF. You know it? You don't know.
No, sir.
So we know it.
You
Yes, sir.
you learn from your parents, your sister, your mother, your teacher. You learn how to make PDF after taking photograph. Any other questions? This is the end of my class. Any question you can ask?
Sir, if we contact you, you will teach us how to do self-study, sir.
Yes, yes. You see, every student is unique. Your uniqueness is somebody's strength. Somebody will be very strong in some other aspect. I told you so many aspects, na? Reading, writing, speaking, listening, thinking, then understanding, then problem solving. That these are how many? 8 points. On 8 points, somebody will be very good speaker, but he is a very bad writer. Somebody will be very good at problem solving. Okay, na? But he cannot think properly. Conceptual question, if I ask, he cannot answer. Problem solving he can do. But what I am telling, there will be always a holistic development, holistic progress. No, I cannot speak. That is not possible. You have to speak. You have to listen. You have to think. You have to solve problems. You have to understand. You cannot. There is no, because these eight elements are foundation for your future goals, future achievement. All your future achievement, future aspiration, future goals, future ambition depends upon all these self-study methods only. Nobody will help. Teachers will help, but this is the self-help. Why government has made so many self-help group, you know? SHG, you know, government has made self-help group all over India, all over world. Why? Because self-help is the best help. We will also guide you. We will find out the problems.
So we can ask questions, sir.
Excuse me?
Doubts, sir. We can ask, sir.
No. Now you have to join me. Then only I can ask. Then you can. I will give you homework. Then from that homework only doubt you can ask. I have given you WhatsApp number, na?
Yes, sir.
In WhatsApp, you see, your school has provided you with the identity card, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
That identity card, you take photograph, make PDF and send to me.
Okay,
Because I have,
sir.
then only I will see. Because all may be 9th standard, or 7th standard, or maybe one may be 12th standard, or one may be from IIT. Because IIT also a lot of exam is there. GATE, GRE, TOEFL. I'm teaching IIT people, medical examination, entrance, engineering entrance, Indian Administrative Service. Okay, na?
Sir,
Tell me.
sir, like what happened now is a session or exam, sir?
Which one? Now I told you na, how to study yourself.
Yes, sir, that only, sir. You
that,
asked some questions in the way, right, sir? Will that be counted as marks, sir?
No, that's nothing.
No, Viva.
No, now you have to, if you join me, then only I will do. Now, this is my introduction. Now,
Okay,
individually, you have to join. If you want to improve self-study material, if you accept self-study methods, but
okay, sir.
initially it will be very difficult, 1 or 2 months, then you will catch up, then you can solid you can develop a solid foundation on your academic career.
Sir, and the exam will be conducted in our school only, right, sir, or like this only, sir?
No, no,
We
you
will
are
follow it up. Like the exam would be in the following week. We will contact you. Okay.
or individually you should contact me. As a
Today it's
group.
only sessions. Yeah.
The exam is online or offline?
Tell me.
I think
I will not teach in group. I will teach only one student, one teacher. I am the only teacher. I will be teaching you depending upon your timing. From morning 6 o'clock to evening 8 o'clock. How many hours? 14 hours I am available. And your timing is because your school is there, your many things, yours is different. I am a retired fellow. I can give you time from morning because I will teach you to yoga. Suppose somebody is weak in mathematics, so which pranayama he is to do to improve mathematics. Suppose you are not able to memorize, then which pranayama you have to do to memorize many things. That type of yoga exercise I do. I will give a list. What type of food you should eat to make up your deficiency? Because these are the food, exercise, yoga, this will help you to improve your academic career, academic performance.
Will be conducted in offline or online, sir?
No, all are through WhatsApp only.
Sir, he's talking about the. Sir,
the exam part is not related to this session, so we would be following up you for the exam part. So today is only just the session. Yeah.
Correct, 100%.
So please do make your notes about sir, what sir said about self-study, and it will be very helpful for you in the future.
Okay, shall I stop here or you want to ask any questions?
If you guys have any doubts related to self-study and all those things, you can ask now, not subject related things.
Excuse me, sir. So you told learning is equals to experience, no, sir? Which experience? Can you explain again?
Experience, suppose speaking. Okay. Speaking, where do you use your speaking capacity in your school? What is that event? In which event you use your speaking capacity?
When teacher asks questions and some.
No. That is the simple. I am telling, this is speaking capacity is used during your debate competition. That is called debate competition. You know it. Debate competition in school, you use your what? Speaking power, speech. Am I correct? Then there is a handwriting competition. And once you, there you will get experience. No? Suppose you participated in a debate. So they told your rank 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, some 10 fellow participated. So one fellow will become topper. Speech, very good speech he can give. So then that is your experience. Experience, then after then you will, suppose you are very much aspiring, your ambition to is become a very good debater or becoming a very good lawyer, because debate is used in the law. You know it, don't know. Lawyer only participate in debate. Those who are wanted to have a career in the law or advocate, to become pleader, to become judge. So there debate is required. That speaking power is most important.
Okay.
Or if you want to become a leader. So Modi, our Prime Minister Modi, what a speech he gives. Man ki baat. Anybody has listened to Man ki baat, Modi sir? No, Modi, our Prime Minister is Modi, na? Modi sir?
Yes, sir.
Have you
Yes, sir.
have you listened to his Man ki baat any time?
No, sir.
It's all
Beautiful.
on the radio.
Beautiful. Beautiful speech. Beautiful. He has become a master speaker. Highly eloquent. Highly deep. Very, very to the point. Excellent speaker. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So this is called experiencing.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So please contact me if you want. I will help you free. I don't take any money, nothing. Because I wanted to, whatever I have taken from society, I wanted to give it back. Okay. Bye, all of you.
Sir, can you, sir,
Tell me.
sir, can you tell your phone number once again?
I told you, no? Okay. Again, I am telling. Very good. Write down one by one. One digit I will tell. 9, 7,
Sir?
8. Are Baba, I am telling digital. Why you are asking me? I am telling you take one by one. 9, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 5,
Sir?
4, 4, 3.
Sir, can you,
No,
after
you,
two,
Sir,
sir.
like, I will keep it in the chat box. Sir. Like,
no, you tell whatever you are written down.
Sir, I
Where-
wrote 9, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2. Sir, can
2,
you
2, 5, 4, 4, 3.
2, 9, sir?
Again, you read whatever you have written.
9, 7,
Yes,
8,
yes,
9,
yes,
1,
yes.
2,
2. Then 5.
5,
Then 4.
4,
Then another 4.
4.
Then 3.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, na? 10 digits, na?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So like that, but you must give me your identity card. PDF,
Yes, sir.
in the PDF
Sir,
format.
can you repeat the number, sir? What's the number?
Just now I told. Again,
Sir, we'll do it. We'll keep that in the chat box also. We'll send it on the group, your number to all of
okay.
them.
Yes, sir.
Very
Yes, sir.
Very good, very good. God bless.
All of the Iit'S members are there in the workshop. Our WhatsApp.
When
So
we
we'll,
talent search examinations, sir.
one?
we'll talent search examination. I mean,
That is individualities. That is individualities. Whatever,
No,
because
sir.
there are 15 exams. 15 exams. Olympiad to national science talent. There are a lot of are there. But I will give you individually, depending upon your need.
Sir, he's talking about the talent search examination that IIT Tirupati is conducting. Somewhere, can you answer that question?
Yeah. So,
No,
sorry,
individual. No. Individually, WhatsApp. Individually send WhatsApp. Then I will discuss individually. Okay.
Sir,
Yeah. About the Ignite exam that we IIT Tirupati is going to conduct, all those questions, please, you ask to us. Like that is, sir will conduct a different exam, one-on-one exam. The other exam that we are going to conduct as a part of Ignite would be answered later.
Very good. You are correct.
So there are two different paths. So you guys please don't get confused over there.
Yes, you are correct. Super. Yes, 100%.
Okay, so thank you so much, sir, for a wonderful session. I hope like everyone has gained a lot from you and your experience.
Thank you. God bless you. Be happy and make others happy. Okay.
Thank
Bye.
you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, sir.
Sir.
Bye.
Sir.
Highly thank you, sir.
guys,
Bye,
don't
sir.
leave the
Have
session.
a
Like,
nice day.
we'll be having another talk. So,
Okay. Next time we'll again give talk. Okay, na? Every week.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
See,
sir.
like
Thank
this
you
every
for
week I
telling
will
class
give.
for us, sir. Have a nice day, sir. Bye,
Thank
sir.
you. Bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye, sir.
guys, don't leave the
Bye,
meeting.
sir.
We'll be having another talk.
Sir.
Excuse me?
Sir, you can leave, sir.
Okay.
How to write the examination?
So, guys, we'll be having another talk. So.
Sir.
So guys, I have muted everyone. If there is anything to ask, just raise your hand. I will unmute you.
Akhil, you are there?
Yeah, I'm here. Hello.
Yeah. So you can maybe introduce. Maybe what should we do? We should take a 5-minute break, or let's begin with the next talk.
Is sir here?
Yeah, sir is here.
Yeah, so it's up to him. So
Hello, sir. Ravinder, sir. Hello, Ravinder, sir. Okay, you might not be able to unmute as well. Yeah,
Some
sorry.
message 5 minutes break.
Yeah, break is. Let's meet after.
Okay, sure, sir. So maybe we'll meet at 11:25. It's 11:21 right now.
Fine, fine.
So you guys can take a 5-minute break, and we'll start the next session at 11:25. Also, those of your friends who left the session, you can ask them to rejoin the session.
Yeah, we'll put a message in the WhatsApp groups as well, but ask them to rejoin if any of your friends are already there.
hello.
Yeah, maybe you can introduce sir, and we can start with the session.
Yeah, sure. So I hello.
Yeah, you're audible now.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, up next we have a beloved professor of mathematics from our very own college. Wait, did my voice cut out? I'm so sorry. I will start again. Yeah, so up next we have a professor of mathematics from our very own institute, Dr. B. Ravinder. He's completed his master's from University of Hyderabad, India, and he's completed his PhD from the Indian Institute of Mathematical Sciences located in Chennai. His areas of interest include combinatorics and representation theory of Lie algebra. He's here with us today to give us a small lecture on stress and time management. So, sir, you can please take the stage.
Thank you, organizers. You're doing great job. So, and thank you also for giving me this opportunity to talk. Okay, so I'll tell my journey. Maybe basically, I'll just tell. See, I'm also like you, right? So in some school, when my school is like, my education is in government school. And then mostly until BSc, I'm in government colleges. Okay. Then my master's, I went to University of Hyderabad. That is where I learned more math. Okay. So that's the main, my master's is the main thing where, for which I'm here. So I'm currently working here because of the masters, and I'll tell my experiences in my journey throughout. Okay, and all of you have decided what you want to do. Means your goal is decided. So any one of you, so what you want to do after you are. So guys, if anyone wants to speak, just raise your hand. I will unmute them. Yeah. So I want to know what do you want to do?
Sir, I want to become astronaut, sir.
Huh?
Astronaut, sir.
Okay.
And
Please, yeah. Others?
Sir, I would like to become a mathematician, sir.
Mathematician, okay, great. So then just few more people can.
I want to become a nephrologist, sir.
Okay, good.
Sir, I would like to be a collector.
Collector, okay, great. So I'm happy to see different goals. So okay.
Sir, I'd like to be an astronaut, sir.
Very nice. So
Sir, I'd like to be an aerospace engineer.
Great, very nice. So I'm happy to see different goals. So very nice. Yeah, there are civil engineers they want to do. Okay, so very nice. There are very goals, different goals. I'm happy. So your goal is decided. Let's say now your goal is decided. And do you know that all of us are capable of achieving our goals? Do you know that we are capable of achieving our goals? All of us. Right, but someone is failing, but someone is achieving. And what do you think the difference? So I'll give you an example. Let us see an example. If I want to burn, right? I want to burn a paper. Let's say by sun. If I put in sun, in a paper, I take it and I go out and put in sun. It will not get burnt, right? Will it? What you do it? So you put a mirror, right? So the concave mirror you put it, all sun rays will come onto the mirror, and then it passes. They become a unique, right? So they become a unique. One ray will happen. So there are sun rays. Many sun rays will fall into a mirror, and then they become unique mirror, and then unique ray, and then that will burn the paper. So the mirror helps you to many directions of sun energy. You make it unique, and then it focuses the, let's say, goal. That goal is, let's say, burning a paper. It focuses towards that, then it will burn. So that's all. What is happening? So I want to say that we all of us have enough energy, like sun. We have enough more energy to achieve our goals, right? And why someone is failing or why someone is doing it? See, the thing is, like sun, sun rays are going everywhere. So they are not focusing. It's not sun goal. Sun goal is not to burn a paper, right? But why it is burning? Because if you convert into only that is the goal, unique goal, then it is burning. So what we are missing is, what we are doing is, yes, our goal is decided, but we are not really totally focusing to achieve the goals. Many thoughts, many directions, many disturbances. We have the energy, but you are not focusing only towards that. You are, So many thoughts. So total many will be there in your mind, so that your goal will become, means you are not giving enough to achieve your goal. So the distraction happens because there are many thoughts. So maybe see, at that time, my time, let us say I achieved my goal, let's say what I want to be. I achieved it because my time, I don't have this much distraction. One distraction, of course, there are, see, one distraction I didn't have is mobile. I don't have a mobile. Do you know, until my masters, I never used a mobile. The mobile distraction, you know, it kills your, it's easy to divert with the mobile. We lose our focusness, right? It takes time, just browsing, nothing it will happen, you will not get it. So that distraction means it divert you from your goal actually. So that was not there for me. I'm very fortunate that my education happened when the mobile is not that much. So not many are using it. I'm very happy. So I didn't distract much. Okay. So once I moved to, so this is what when it happened. So when I did my masters, let's say masters, before masters, my school. Okay, so okay, my school, I want to become a teacher. So my school, when I was doing in school, I want to become a teacher. And my father wanted me to, so let's say we are from poor family, so he wanted me to get a early job. So he want early job and government teacher. He wanted me to see as a government teacher. Then there is after +2 itself, he wanted me to write a exam called TTC, a teacher training, whatever it is. So I appeared for the after +2. If I get that, for example, if I get that, then I wouldn't come this far. So I didn't get it. I failed in that exam. Okay. Immediately, even I was doing BSc degree, in first year is completed. Even then, my father wanted me to write it. I also interested. I also want to be a teacher. I'm also happy to write it. I failed the second time also in that entrance. Okay. So 2 times I failed it. Right? I felt little bad. Okay, I didn't succeed. But you know, if I get that, then I would have become a school teacher to teach the primary school students. But I didn't get it. Right? Then I did BSc. Still my teacher goal is there. So my father wanted me to do, I also like, I'm saying parallelly. So BEd, I did BEd. And my father, right, we wrote DSC, that exam, we have to write it, but there is no notification. So I did masters. So I applied to University of Hyderabad. Fortunately, I cleared that entrance, and that is my turning point. When I entered into University of Hyderabad masters, what happened, you know, the teachers, what they are teaching, I used to understand very much. So I am understanding the subject, right? I am understanding the subject, and you know, I'm performing very well in the class. And also some students, my friends, I am teaching mathematics. So it is MSc in mathematics I'm doing. Mathematics, my friends, let's say 60 people or 120 people in my batch, and some of them are not understanding, but I'm understanding everything, most of the things. So I can teach also. The teaching is the one which helped me to my friends. It's not for anyone. When I was a student, I used to teach to my friends. I suggest you to also do that. Whatever class you are, if you, it doesn't waste your time. It's not a waste of time. Teaching will give you perfection. If someone comes to you, if your friend comes to you, hey, I didn't understand this, could you please explain? Please explain that. Spend time, explain it. You will never forget. You know, means that bit which you presented to your friend, you will get the teaching perfection, or you learn more math by teaching, or more subject, any subject by teaching to your friends or anyone. Say now I'm a teacher, so I'm learning more math by teaching, right? So I'm performing well. Then the teacher notification came. I supposed to write the teacher notification, but I'm the topper in the batch. If I lose, I leave the MSc program and I write for BA. There's no meaning. I don't see a meaning. I denied to write the teacher DSC, it is called. So teacher job entrance exam, I didn't write it. Right? Then for all good reasons, see, whatever I failed that entrance test, I told you, I didn't write here. Everything there is, see, sometimes we may fail. See, that doesn't, at that time I want to be a teacher, so I wanted, but 2 times I didn't appear. One time I appeared, but I failed. Second time I didn't appear. But now I am in a IIT, I'm doing as a professor, so it's much far better, and I'm getting very good students to teach. Rather, if I go to a government school or government teacher, I don't get very good, that interested student to teach. My teaching is same, but here, you know, you have different options to teach, and you will get very good students. You will enjoy teaching. Right? You failed, you wanted to do it, you failed it, but still it is there is a good. See, you failed, you should not. I want to convey the moral that you may fail, but something very good may come in the later, even if the fail is for good reason. So the message is all is well. Even if you fail, don't too much worry. Maybe something very good happen later. You don't know which is very good for you. I thought teaching in a primary school is very good for me, but God thought, no, teaching in primary school is not good for you. You need to teach some better institutes. And it's God always, right, who decides, or some who decides which is very good for you. So he gives you that. Right? So that's what. So you don't feel bad or you don't feel nervous. It's okay to fail. There is some good thing will come. Okay. So when you enter into masters, I said I am entering into master, right? So I'm performing very well. I am learning it. And you know, the thing what I understood in my master's education is I'm capable of understanding the things. I never bothered about exams or marks or ranks, anything. The only job I did is I want to understand the subject, what they teach. I try to understand it. Whatever I understood, I taught to my friends. That way my understanding is improved. So the only thing I did in my master's is I understood the mathematics which is taught by professors in there. When I started understanding the subject as as free, right? You will get good marks, you will be the topper, you will get gold medalist. Everything will come as a free of. Free means you are not thinking about the marks, neither are a gold medal nor a rank. They will come just like that. It will come if you enjoy the subject, if you try to understand the subject, the all rest will follow. You know, do you know? So in Hindi movie, they will say that, right, American movie, they say that success ke piche mat bhago, excellence ke piche bhago, success jak mar ke piche aayega. You know, what is the meaning? Success means, let's say, ranks or marks or whatever it is. You don't run for that. You run for excellence, means you run for understanding the subject very nicely. Then success, jak mar ke piche aayega, means ranks, marks, whatever you want, they will come just behind you. That's all. Right? I'm seeing that the previous talk I'm listening, I'm in at the end. People who are, you try to understand what the speaker is telling to you, but what you are asking the questions, when is the exam, what is the exam, what exams and marks, they should come just like that. You should not too much worry into those things. Rather, you put interest or to understand the subject. You know, every entrance, whatever entrance you write it, whatever you want it, right, your goal, they will ask you, there will be some limited subject. That subject, let's say you want to clear IIT exam, IIT JEE, there will be some, whatever, there is a limited subject, and the questions will be asked as an application from that subject. So from that subject, the subject is limited. They will only ask the applications of it, how to apply the knowledge, what you have seen in the books, right? So how do you apply it? It is not mug-upping something, it's not remembering something, or yeah, it doesn't work always that way. So once you understood the subject, the theory is the limited subject, whatever it is, if you understand it very well, practice enough problems, then, you know, whatever application we ask, you can crack it, you can write it. The practice, you do it because you need more time. It is a time-bound exams, everything. So you need to do it within time. You don't have 24 hours for that exam to solve it. So if you want to do within time, you may need to do more practice to solve it. But eventually everything happens by understanding the subject. For me, it happened just by understanding that subject very well. Everything followed to me. Everything. I am here just because of my masters, and what they taught, I understood very well. I explained to my friends if someone comes to me. That's all I did. And that 2 years of my masters, right, in throughout my education, I would say that 2 years I learned so much and enough to be here. So the thing is, how you did, you never see, you don't know. In 2 years, I don't have a mobile, I said. So I never bothered what is happening at home or what is happening at somewhere, my friends. No WhatsApp, nothing, no all fancy language, no internet for me, no system, no email, no right. So whatever currently all Facebook, WhatsApp, so nothing is there. There will be some coin box will be there. A weekly once I used to call to my parents, 1 rupee coin, saying that I'm doing well, and that's all. I enjoyed with friends, and that is the only goal. Learning the subject is the only goal. I enjoyed it. That's all. You go, you learn mathematics and come out. You revise the thing. See, one thing I did is on the same day, whatever they taught, I revised it or finished revision on the same day. I didn't postpone to the next day or something. I revised the same thing on the whatever they taught on the day one. I taught in the same day, and sometimes the same thing I used to explain to friends. So that's a very good habit. Whatever happened in the class, you please revise on the same day. You finish it so that it will be easier for the next class, and you don't have much burden for the exam. See, keep on. So you remember this every day, whatever happened in the school, you finish reading it just immediately after your class. Okay, that will help you. That's all. Weekends, you may revise it. Whatever happened in the week, that's all. Okay. And for me, when I was there in MSc, I'm all focused, I focused at everything. I used to laugh. Everything is there. I didn't do much physical activity because I'm very focused towards my goal. I'm doing very good. I didn't even bother what I'm eating. Whatever there in the mess, I used to eat something. No extra buying something, no fruits, nothing. So I don't know what I eat. I didn't even remember what I eat, and no play. Not much I played there. But I used to understand the subject. I enjoy teaching. I revise the things, and everything followed for me. But for you, the mobile or TV or some computer, this distraction is there for you. Okay. What happens to you is, yes, you will listen the class. So it's good that in schools they don't allow mobiles. So you listen, go and listen. Yeah, there also you right. You listen to the teacher what he is teaching or she is teaching. Please don't worry about marks and all. You try to understand the subject. Okay, revise in the evening. In the evening, what happens when you come to home, right? I didn't play. I said I didn't play, but I suggest you to play for 1 hour, because for me, I'm very focused. So that it does. I enjoy it. I didn't need that, but I think for right now, as I told you, I didn't have any gadgets to disturb me. I'm very fine there. So I didn't do physical activity, but now I'm doing physical activities. Why physical activity is needed? Why you see, even our Prime Minister Modi ji, he is very active even for 22 hours or 21 hours. Some interview he told that I slept for 3 hours. That's all in a day. But still he is very active for 21 hours. He manages, see, he attend one conference here, one program here, he goes to, he travels. He has to think about all our country, right? How he is doing it, right? He is doing that 1 hour every morning, 1 hour he is doing. For him, I think physical activity he can't do at present, but he is doing yoga. Yoga means it is just a stretching. So your body will make you fit. Let us say, means some warm up, some kind of exercises, right? Yoga with pranayama, with breathing, right? Remember this breathing, this yoga are right now they make sense more for maybe the little means your kids. So this may be too much to say, but you can practice little bit of breathing, and then you can do yoga also, some asanas. That's good. But I think these all will come as a byproduct if you play 1 hour in outside. You go out, please play with your friends. Okay, then you will be very fresh. Then you revise those things, and then so I suggest you to do 1 hour, at least 1 hour. Please go out, play with friends, or running, jogging, anything, any physical activity. That was not needed for me when I was doing in MSc, but after MSc I went to do PhD. There I need this jogging. You know what happened in my PhD? I have to finish something within some time bound. I have very less time. I have to finish it. I am unable to doing it. So little stress happened. I'm little stressed when something is, too much is there to finish in short time. We only make it that way. Actually, the time they will give you, so let's say you have to finish in 3 months. Then I don't do anything in first month. Then second month will come. Only in last month I want to finish it. Then you will be very stressed. Nothing will happen. When I was in stress, let's say there is a psychologist who usually comes to institute, right? So I met her once, psychologist. I told her, see, I want to finish this, but I'm only very focused in the early mornings when I get up. But after taking food, I'm becoming very, dull. I'm not working for too much, right? I'm dull. That's what I told. And the first question she asked me that, what physical activity you're doing it? I said her that, hey, I'm walking 1 hour per day. After dinner, after lunch, I'm walking for 1 hour, I said. She told me that immediately, walking doesn't help you. You jog for 20 minutes. 1 hour walking is not needed, not useful for you. It doesn't. Just to jog for 20 minutes, that's what she told. What jogging helped me, it gave me sweat, okay? And some breathing you take. Jogging, if you jog, then you breathe. When you breathe, you take so much oxygen inside and outside, right? So that oxygen taking inside and outside is called as pranayama. That will make your brain very sharp, that gives you very focused. That 20-minute jogging and taking a shower, that half an hour thing is, you're very fresh afterwards. I could finish the task in 1 month, whatever I need to finish. And then I went to postdoc and all. So this is, it worked. Walking did help because it doesn't give you it doesn't give you sweat. It doesn't give you a breathing exercise kind of thing. So that's why I suggest you to do a play, some rigorous play, just walking or not even indoor chess. Means you can play games, but I prefer to, I request or I suggest you to play outside, and some games you play it which gives you some rigorous exercise, some sweating, some, you should breathe a lot. Do you take breathing? See, from morning you're attending the talks, you're only focusing, you're seeing the computers. Do you breathe? You're observing that you are breathing. Are you breathing? Breathe a little longer. Now itself you can do a breathe, a little longer breathe, you make it calm, right? You will be very relaxed. Right, you'll get more by breathing. So what happened, if you see a screen for so much of time, your eyes will get burned. You are tired, you feel tired. Why it is happening? You're forgetting your breathing. When you see the screen so much of time, you forget your breathing, so you're feeling tired. You are even parents ask you to go out, then you say, no mommy, I'm tired, so I want to sleep or watch movie. Watching TV is okay, watching movie is okay. These all things, I think every day, I think you should put that 1 hour you go outside and rigorous you play. You should have also sun, right? Sun, you should explore the sun. You will get vitamin D. So moral is, nowadays, I didn't need the jogging or whatever exercise in MSc, but rather I needed in my PhD, right? Now also I need it. Every day I used to do morning some physical activity to make me fresh. I used to play badminton. I play badminton, let's say, or some little jog in a ground, right? So that is needed, right? So our Prime Minister Narendra Modi is also doing every morning, every day, breathing exercises, not only any good people, Mahatma Gandhi ji, whoever, everyone early morning they get up and their 1 hour they spend for this. Do you know it is, see, they don't think it's not a waste of time. Some people think that, hey, going, playing and for 1 hour it gives a waste of time. I will tell you something. Let's say some homework, I have to finish it. It's some 4 hours I need. So someone is not going outside, he is taking 4 hours to finish it. If someone is going outside and playing for 1 hour, he comes back, he can finish in even 2 hours because he's very focused. It is not giving it's not a waste of time. It gives you 1 hour extra time to you, in fact. Means you can finish the work early when you are very focused. Yeah. So, and one more thing I want to tell is about the food, what you eat. See, when you eat too much food or you food some junk food, what your digestion system needs so much of oxygen or so much of energy it takes you are not focused. So I suggest you to not to eat junk foods or not too much food. Be limited food. And I suggest drinking milk, drinking liquids, milk, fruit juices, coconut water. Okay. Not too much of heavy food. I don't suggest. Okay. Yeah, I think that's all I want to tell maybe. Yeah. So yeah, that's all. Thank you. Thank you. Any questions, please?
If anyone has any questions, raise their hand or just type it in the chat box.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Bhargav, tell me.
Sir, how does you plan your day, sir?
My day currently, see, current plan is I get up around 5, let us say, then some warm-ups. 6 o'clock I go to badminton court and I play for 1 day. 6 to 7 I play. Then I have, then usually I work. Means I take a breakfast and see, we come to office and then go to evening. Kids, see, now we have kids to play, family to spend time. So office time is office time. Then if you go home, then you have to play with kids or make them study for a bit.
Okay, sir. So can you tell me a suggestion? How can I plan my day to become success?
One thing is it's individual. Some people see, I suggest to get up in the early mornings because it's very good time, but it depends on each individual. Some people get up late, some are late. They sleep night and they read in the night, but I don't recommend that. And how it suits to you. See, you don't put too much, your timetable should be optimistic. Means first timetable, at least you make it that it's optimistic, it's practical, so that you can make it. If you put too much, let's say 20 hours or even 10, 12 hours you want to work per a day, in the beginning you don't put it. That much you may not work it and you may discourage. You may become little. You put it, let's say 6 to 8 hours work, or let's say anyway you have a school, so the rest of the time only you have to plan, right? I suggested already 1 hour. Definitely you do the jogging either in the morning or in the evening. That will help you. And yeah, early morning study is very good. I recommend that early morning, getting up mornings. And I was very focused in the mornings. After getting up, I was very focused. After taking food, I am little dull because food is, digestion takes time. Then I changed my food. I didn't. So I'm not taking full heavy foods. So it makes you dull. Yeah. So it depends on individual. Which suits to you, please talk to your parents. They will guide you actually. They are the best. One more thing I want to tell you that parents are, they, they, you don't get angry with them. They teach you, they make, means they have to do more works. They have to do their own works and they have to teach you. They have to sit with you. They have to play with you, right? You listen to them. They are, I think, better. You'll get better guidance from them. You just.
Thank you, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Sharath, tell me.
Sir, like this also a bit related to the exams that we give, like the JEE and all. So what really happens with me is that whenever I go to give my exams, I feel that I should have studied even more. Like I don't get satisfied with my preparation. So, like, is there a way to get over this dilemma?
It's all our illusion, I think. Our only feeling that, see, once I'm telling you again that the subject is very limited. Whatever NCERT subject or whatever subject is very limited, the only questions can be asked as applications of. If you digest, if you are understood subject very well, so that you can apply. Right? So, and you need to practice things. Enough practice will give you, I think. Enough practice will definitely gives you so much confidence. But it's our feeling only. Remember, it's only our feeling. We should believe on ourselves. As I told you, we can achieve any goal, whatever we want. If you focus only towards the goal, you can really achieve it. Don't distract with all other things. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Chetan.
Sir, so I want to become a mathematician when I grow up. So can you give me any suggestions, sir?
You practice enough problems here. It's enjoy. It gives you so much enjoy if you solve a problem.
Yes, sir.
I
Like
used, yeah. See, you know, if you solve, I used to, even when I was a kid, you know, in the neighbors, they used to be, say, let's say I don't remember the standard, but the neighbors also, let's say they are 9th class, I'm 8th class. I used to solve one of their problems also sometimes. It's related, just extension of the subject is the same. You know, something, it gives you so much happiness once you solve by your own. You take a problem, you don't look at the solution. Try your method. How you want to solve this? Let's try it, you know. If you solve it, you know, you will get very happiness if you solve on your own.
Yes,
and
sir.
then you look for the book solution, right? If it is matches, it's even more happy. Even if you give a different proof, it's very good. So it is, you know, you try to solve the problems and don't look for the solutions. You know, see, some people read the solutions. There's a difference between reading the solutions and trying on your own. You know, there is a quote, you know, whether you want to become a Mukesh Ambani or you want to become his assistant. See, what Mukesh Ambani's assistant will do is he will check the accounts. So you will read it. Reading the solutions will not help you. It doesn't give you. You will be accountant only. That's all. But the creative thinking all will develop by solving on your own. Take problems, solve on your own. You know, sometimes teacher write the problem on board, right? Teacher takes time to teach it. Before solving feature itself, you can try it on your notebook.
Yes, sir. I'll do that, sir, every time. In the school.
Great, Chetan. Very nice.
Thank you very much, sir.
Continue solving the problems. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Any other?
Sir,
Yes, Kartikeya.
sir, do your students like your subject, sir? And they'll do when you give some projects or homeworks, they'll do on time or not, sir?
Not all will do. Not all may not. My students also here, some of them. It's not true that, see, every individual is, they may like mathematician, they may like mathematics, some other may not like, you know, not all, you know, they will, it depends from students to students. Right? It's individual choice. They may like mathematics more. Some people may like chemistry or physics may more. So they may neglect mathematics. Some people think mathematics is very hard. Some people think, see, I am the person, I can only do mathematics. You know, physics and chemistry is very difficult for me. Some people may be other way. So if you know people like, if they don't like mathematics, they don't do it. It's okay. Nowadays, you know, if you are very good in one subject, that's good enough. You can see, I'm good at mathematics, so I'm enjoying it. I choose my path. I took MSc mathematics and then PhD mathematics, then I'm a professor. That's all. I like that subject. I took that path and I did it. So it's the same as the students. So students may solve, may not solve. It depends on their interest. Is that fine? Kartikeya? Okay. Yes, I felt that I can't do anything. Can't do anything is too much. Can't do anything, that is not there, but yes, there is some, see, there is some negative thoughts. Negative thoughts will always comes, you know. I said my MSc is the one very good, but when you go to PhD, it may be little tricky. So it is you have to, means, you know, you may lose some motivation, you may get, you know, see, there are many things can happen in life, you know, we there is ups and downs. We are sometimes very good, very focused. Even every day, if you see it, in the mornings, we may feel that, hey, I can do anything. In the evenings, we may think that, hey, not, I can't do it. Means it is like, we keep changes. So our positive thinking is, it is there, but negative thinkings, you know, positive thinking will push you, okay, either grow or up. Negative thinking will pull down, you know. So what you have to do, that's why I told you that breathing, or either breathing or pranayama or yoga, or go out and play, I told you, right? That the second question is also like that. They want to, it increases focus, yes, because you take oxygen, because you take more oxygen when you play out, the oxygen will help you to focus. It helped me. 20 hours, 20 minutes jogging helped me to finish some work. And when that was also, I was in stress, and I overcome that. So I did it. I finished it, and that's what I suggest. At least some half an hour physical activity, I suggest you it, so that you take some very good oxygen inside, so that you are very focused, and it reduces your negative thought, negative thinking. Breathing definitely reduces your negative thinking, and it increases your positive thinking. Yes, I am very happy about what I am doing currently.
Sir? Sir?
Yeah.
How should be the preparation to clear JEE mains and advance, sir?
I can only tell you, if you understand the subject, the limited subject you have, if you understand very well, and to get perfection, you solve enough problems on it, okay, then you should be able to click it. You should, but the thing is, you didn't get it, that doesn't mean that you are not worth or something like that. The problem with IIT JEE is competition is huge, too much competition, so that even if I write now also, I may fail. So that's the thing. It's a too much competition. So if you don't get, also it's okay, there will be some good reasons, and it's because there is too much competition, okay. And how do you prepare it, how do you crack it? I think next session, my students from here, IIT, they're already cracked it, so they will explain. So I can only tell you that if you understand the subject, and if you are, that is your goal, give your best, you achieve it.
Thank you, sir.
And you know, every job has some goals, you know. See, yes, I'm very happy. Teaching is my one job, and I have to do also research. So research is the thing which is new things I have to solve, or so there are some goals in that. Yeah, please.
So during exams, I used to study till 2 or 3 in the morning because I'm so focused at that time. But my family, friends, and teachers used to say that it's not good for health.
It's not
and
good.
and it's not good to study during that time. You will forget things.
Not true. Forget things is not true. That's okay, but it is suggestible to do read in the mornings. Mornings is very good because there is already positive energy will be there. But it's each individual. Even, you know, if you go to research institutes, some people will sleep they will wake up, even your IIT. See, even I got a message from the organizers at around 1 o'clock, you know, and then I replied them in the morning 6 o'clock, and they responded immediately at 6 o'clock. So I got a message at 1 o'clock, so they didn't sleep. Then 6 o'clock also I got a reply. So they only slept, I don't know whether 5 hours or 4 hours, I don't even know. So that's good enough for them. So no, people stay for late nights and they read, they work, you know. It depends on each individual choice. But we recommend mornings because, you know, our system is designed, our earth or everything, our system is designed such a way that mornings are when the sun is there, it gives you some positive, even 4 o'clock, like 5 o'clock. There is some positive energy is there in the nature, with your everywhere in your surrounded by some positive energy. That's why people suggest that mornings are very good, because that is what nature wanted you to do. In the very late night, when the sun is not there, they are asking you to sleep, and when sun is there, they want you to get up and read. But it's okay, it depends on each individual, and what you do now, later it changes. So currently you are habituated to this, continue as long as if it is okay for you and work with you. It later changes actually, definitely.
Thank you, sir.
Distraction overcome, I told you that go and play outside, some physical activity, so that you should get a sweat and you should take more oxygen. You will be very focused. And when you are focusedly working also, if some discussion happen, then close your eyes. Take some slow, long breaths. Slow, long breaths. Long breaths will help you. Any other?
Kaushik, you want to speak something? Like you are unmuted.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir, but always, sir, the maths is so tough. Even I feel that.
Okay.
Up to 6th class, I am doing maths very well. But when I came to 7th class, I am so dull. But I am getting marks in maths. But I feel so tough in 7th class. Can you say any suggestion to feel not to feel like tough maths?
You have to practice. You understand the subject, you practice the problems, math will be easier. See, math is the one, I think, at least I like the math because when I solve the happiness I get, that's what motivated me to do math. You practice, I practice enough problems, and I like to solve, take a book, I like to solve on my own the problems. So that gave me that motivated. You also practice the problems. It's okay. Not all topics are very good or very interesting. Some topics may be not that much interested to you. That doesn't mean that all mathematics is not interesting. Some topics maybe you don't like. It's okay. You leave them and continue with the mathematics. Other topics will be very good. Maybe you may like it. Or some people may like other subjects more than mathematics. Try practice. Yeah. Practice makes man perfect. Yes, it is. Perfect. Yeah, you will. Anyway, you see, you need, right? You need, you need to practice. Yes, I do agree with that. Practice makes man perfect. Any other?
Realme 5i.
I'm asking to unmute, but
Sir,
Yes, tell me.
what means MSc, sir?
MSc means masters. Master of Sciences.
How to make the master's?
BTech or BSc means bachelors. After bachelors, you have to do MTech or MSc, that is masters. Then there is something called doctors. PhD is Doctor of Philosophy. If you do PhD, then you will get a professor in some institutes. Yeah, I'm not audible now. I'm not getting your voice.
Yes.
Okay.
Sir?
Please, yeah.
Sir?
Please, Arshit, who is talking?
No, sir, real.
Please go ahead, yeah.
What are the tricks to remember concept while studying, sir?
Tricks to remember. Question is tricks to remember the concepts.
Yes, sir.
Remember the concepts. That's where I don't agree. Yeah, remembering I don't like more than understanding gives you, I don't know. Yeah, I don't study in that way that I don't remember. The only thing I remembered maybe the physics and chemistry or social in school life. Mathematics part I never means it's very, and some formulas may be needed to remember, but nothing. Yeah, I didn't study in that way the remembering part, so I don't know the tricks to remember.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Sir,
Yes, Sashi.
sir,
Yeah, tell me, Sashi.
sir, I have a doubt that after 10th, we have to take either CBSE or state board.
Yes. +1, +2.
Means we have to take the.
Yeah.
Sir?
Yeah, it is +1, +2 you have to do, right? So it is whatever syllabus you want to do. Yeah.
So main, advanced and mains, we have to take either state syllabus or CBSE syllabus. Which one is better?
That's a good question. Maybe the my students, IIT students are here. They will answer better. So
Yes,
they
sir.
are-
Like at the end of the session, there would be a half-an-hour question and answer session. So, things like these things we can discuss it.
Yeah, I think they will help you more in that. So they will tell you. Yeah.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, please.
Sir, like one doubt with regards to the placements and all. Like I just got to know that the people who do bachelors and masters in this government colleges like IITs and triple IITs, they are like offered better packages than those who do the dual degree and masters and all. So why is that thing? Like as far as I know.
No, see where you see what you want to do is also thing, right? Masters, see the company wants technology people more, they want to give too much importance to them than the masters people. So they think that masters, the subjects they learn in masters is only 2 years program. They may not focus more on technology side or something. So they will learn theory more, but company doesn't want it. They want, let us say, something more, whatever they want, right? Their requirements is something. So that gives you, if whoever does more, whatever they need, they will offer more to them.
So sir, like you say that masters is more over to the research oriented, whereas
Masters, no, masters or MTech, I told you. See,
Yes,
MS,
yes.
yeah, masters, BTech or MTech, I told you. And MTech should be offered more than BTechs.
Like sir, the other day,
No,
the other day I was
please.
other day I was watching that the placements of triple IT, and I just happened to know this that CSE department of triple IT Hyderabad is the bachelors are given more. I mean, the average salary of bachelors is more than what masters people receive. So I just asked.
Maybe the reason, I don't know, but maybe the reason is the bachelor people are trained for 4 years in the good institute.
Yes,
then the masters people did BTech in somewhere. Only 2 years they spent here.
The dual degree people.
Oh, dual degree. I don't know. Maybe the friends here, you will get that answer maybe after my session.
Okay, sir. And sir, another question, like with regards to the exam only again, like I've seen many of my friends, they just messed up their JEE mains, the previous JEE mains, because they were like a bit more stressed. So what could be the reason for the stress and how do we overcome it?
No, over stress because, you want to, there should be some other, you want to do something. Let's say you want to crack IIT JEE, let us say. Why stress will come, if you give enough freedom, let us say you do or not, your parents or someone else to support you, that they should tell you that it's okay. This is not the exam, this is not the end of life. Okay, this is one exam, you have to appear, you give your best, try your luck, give your best. That's what only they should say. But they should, what some parents, I'm not saying, may force, means they don't see how the student, how much he is or what he wants also may not. Sometimes, they want him to crack IIT, and whether the student or kid doesn't like or like that, they don't think. Maybe the extra forces from the family or things, our friends, maybe, hey, that guy is getting, it's all, we only think other factors makes you stress. And even if you want also, you are not reaching up too much, then it may stress. But the only thing one can do is just relax. Okay, take long breaths enough. You do 1 hour physical activities. Really focus. If that is your goal, to give your best to that goal. Only giving best is in your hands, right? Results are not in your hands.
Yes, sir, I agree.
Don't think about the results. Whatever you say, hey, you should be satisfied enough that I gave my best to get that write that entrance. That's all. You should be inside, you should have satisfaction. That's good enough. Whether someone else judging or not, these easy giving the rank or not, you're getting or not, I think this is not in your hands, because the huge competition. Why? It is not that, it's not your mistake. There are many, you may not get it. Yeah, it's okay. You tell your best, you give your best. You really give your best. I think you will get it. That's all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
So it seems, sir, like they have really a lot of questions, but we actually need to move on with the next session as well. So maybe these guys can ask these questions to students now.
Please, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for such a wonderful session, like such insightful. Thank you so much, sir. And thank you so much for coming on such a short notice as well.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye, sir. So, guys, we have next session from students from IIT. Akhil, maybe you can take over.
Yeah, sure. Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
Okay, yes. After that wonderful speech from Ravindra sir, up next we have some of our very own students from IIT Tirupati. First, I would 1 second. Yeah, first I'd like to call Aditi from second year chemical. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah, you can take the stage.
Hello, everyone. My name is Aditi. I'm a second year chemical engineering student from IIT Tirupati. So I know all of you are here to know about IITs, right? So first of all, what is an IIT? Let me tell you, it is like, first of all, Indian Institute of Technology, and it is a very prestigious institute. Everybody wants to get into IIT. It is like a premier institute for engineering as well as research. And, it has a lot of perks being an IITian, and hence everybody wants to get into that. Now, okay, I'll talk about how you can get into IIT. So you will have to give 2 examinations. The first one is JEE Mains. The other one is JEE Advanced. So JEE Mains is a prelim. It's like a prelim. It's a qualifying exam. Only if you qualify this, you are eligible to give advanced. And yeah, the subjects you need to study are maths, physics, and chemistry. I'm sure class 9, 10 students will be able to understand. For the other 6, 7, 8, you guys must be studying science now. You just divide it into, again, physics and chemistry once you reach class 11 and 12. Yeah, so, JEE Mains and JEE Advanced are 2 different examinations. The preparation strategy is different. Though you study the same subjects, Mains actually focuses on that you need to be very quick to solve the questions. Whereas JEE Advanced is more of conceptual. You need to be very, very clear with your concepts. I'll tell you, it's not like your school examination where you just mug up some of your answers and, go and write. It's not like that. You need to be, crystal clear with what you're studying. Your concepts should be very clear. And then you have to solve a lot of questions, objective-based questions. Yeah, you need to be very clear. You need to, yeah, so And if I talk about some preparation strategies, yeah, so you need to solve a lot of problems. Every week you need to give some mock tests as well. Um, yeah, and work on your errors. I too followed the same strategy. In my 11th standard, I had offline classes, but in my 12th, when I was in 12th standard, as you all know, the corona wave, COVID, because of that, we had online classes. So I had little difficulty in grasping the concepts, but yeah, I made sure that I was in contact with my teachers via WhatsApp and all, is to make sure that, by the end of the week, all my doubts are clear. And yeah, I used to give regular mock tests, and yeah, work on my error analysis is really important. Yeah, so these are some of the tips and strategies I more or less followed. Yeah. Okay, so I'll talk about what is engineering basically. Okay, so engineering is like, you basically are applying the principles of math and science, to solve real world problems and all. And yeah, if you're someone who likes math and science, then, you should consider this option, engineering. It is, you are going to solve the real world problems, and yeah, you will be serving the society in a way, I would say. It's in a way you're helping the society, right? Yeah. Mm, for example, I am studying chemical engineering. So I'm sure some of you might be wondering, chemical engineering is all about chemistry. No, it's not. It's like 80% math and physics, and then 20% you have this chemistry thing, that too physical chemistry. Okay, I'll not confuse you guys a lot, but yeah. If I talk about, I'll just talk about, since I'm studying chemical engineering, I'll tell you what it is. Mm, you might have seen some of the industries, right? Paper making industry, or a lot of industries you have. What we work over there, actually, chemical engineers, what we do is we convert raw materials into some useful products, and in a large scale factory or an industry, and in the most economical way. It's like we cannot use most of the resources, right? Whatever resources we have, limited resources, we need to make sure we are utilizing them in the most economical manner. Yeah, so we work in the petroleum industry, the pharmaceutical industry, food and production, etc., etc. Now, when you talk about real life problems of chemical engineers, what we deal with is, wastewater treatment plant. It is important to, deal with wastewater, right? So that's what we do. It's just one domain. And what else? A lot of things. We also work on energy generation, hydrogen fuel, all these, the upcoming sectors. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I did not tell about different branches of engineering, right? So there are, in our IIT Tirupati, we have 5 different branches: computer science engineering, mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, and civil engineering and chemical engineering. And then the rest of the IITs, you have many. So there are totally 23 IITs, and in other IITs, you have a lot more branches as well. In our IIT Tirupati, we have these 5 being offered. Yeah, and about more real life problems, I can say that, okay, you guys might have seen a motor in your home, a refrigerator, for example, definitely. So we actually, understand the working principle of that. We build machines as well. That's what engineering is all about. You guys see all these at your homes, how they work. You guys are gonna study the same thing in engineering. And yeah, yeah, this is something engineering is all about, and it's very interesting. Trust me, you guys are gonna love it. if you are, provided you are interested in math and science. Yeah, and yeah, one more question. How do you choose between a branch and a college? So once you return your JEE Advanced, you're going to get ranks, okay? And if you're qualified the exam, only then you'll get AIR ranks, All India ranks. And, you, for example, you're somebody who's interested in electrical engineering. Then, you should go for choosing the branch which you're interested in rather than, choosing a college. But if you're somebody who doesn't have any idea of branches, who's like, I'm okay with anything, then you should give preference to college. This is a very personal question. I mean, everybody will have a different opinion on this, but yeah, this is what I follow. I mean, yeah. So see, once you land up in some other engineer, suppose you get civil engineering and you're not that interested, it might happen, right? So what you can do is once you come to IIT, IIT has this wonderful opportunity that, you study well in your first year, and then you can change your branch. You have to work really hard. It's not that easy also. So, and you work hard and you get into your branch of your own desire, right? You might get into mechanical. And yeah, there are a few people who have also jumped from CS to some other department because of their own interest. All these are possible in an IIT, might not be there in NIT or so. Yeah, so this is what I wanted to talk about. And yeah, thank you so much.
Hey, so hi everyone. I will continue the talk. So I am Aditya Sharma. I am currently in my final year of BTech. So I am older than all of you in this meeting. So I am in computer science branch. So first of all, how many of you know what is computer science? So, computer science is basically all about working with your computer, and everything that you see in your computer or your mobile phone or your tablet or your, any software related thing, all of these things come under computer science. So for example, a real life computer science problem would be that, okay, this COVID thing was there. So you all obviously were happy because there were no schools, but your teachers were not happy. They wanted you to come to schools. So a solution of that thing would be to just develop a software, this Zoom platform that in which we are talking. This is developed by computer science engineers like me. And let's say you all play your games. How many of you play PUBG or Subway Surfer or any game whatsoever? So all of these games, all of these things are created by, see, whenever I talk about games, everyone is just raising their hands. So this computer science engineering, we do all these things. We make all these, mobile games, all these cool softwares that you look at in your mobile, in your computer, in your everything that you use. You use WhatsApp, you use, let's say, Telegram, all these apps, you use Google. So everything is done by computer science engineers. But before, discussing what is computer science engineering in detail, let's take a step back and see that what are different colleges, what are different options that you have. So first of all, when you give, JEE mains exam, so as pointed out by Aditi before me, that to get into an IIT, you have to first give JEE mains, and then after clearing that, you will be giving JEE advanced. So first, if you clear JEE mains, you will also get an all India rank. Okay. According to that rank, you can select an NIT, which is National Institute of Technology. You can select a GFIT, which is Government Funded Institute of Technologies. And then you can also select some triple ITs, which are information technology related things. So let me, explain you what all these things are. So basically, NIT is like uh, another version of IIT. So IIT is being funded by central government, and NITs are funded by the state government. So for example, I am from Rajasthan. So we have an NIT Jaipur, which is funded by Rajasthan government. You have NIT Varangal, so which is funded by your government, your state government. But when it comes to IIT, all the IITs are funded by central government. So if let's say you are from Andhra, or maybe let's say Tamil Nadu, so if you get into an NIT, that would be funded by your state government, and if you are from a particular state, you will get a reservation kind of a thing of that particular in that particular NIT. Then we have central funded government institutes. So all these institutes are central funded, but they are not IITs or NITs. They are like different entities like BIT Mesra, to name a few. Then you have private colleges. So the difference between a government college and a private college is that in private college you can the fees is bit high. You have to pay a lot more money to get a degree than you have to pay in, let's say, in any IIT or NIT or triple IT. Now let me talk about triple ITs. So triple ITs is an interesting case. So to name a few triple ITs, it is, let's say, triple IT Hyderabad, triple IT Jaipur, triple IT Kota. All these are triple ITs, and triple ITs are mainly focusing upon information technology, which means your computer software and computer hardware, both the things. So like I said, I am from computer science, right? So if I am not getting an IIT or a good NIT, I can definitely go for an triple IT. So a triple IT will help me to improve my coding skills or my hardware skills. Make sense? So then, like all these institutes, they are like given by your according to your JEE mains rank once, but then you give JEE advanced, and according to your JEE advanced rank, you get institutes like IIT or IISc. Now, some students are asking me that, okay, which is best? So see, it's not a competition of which is best as such, because you see some IITs, some NITs who are like very old. Let's say NIT Varangal is very old. NIT Allahabad is very old. So these NITs are like 50, 60 years old, and they have a lot of alumni. But instead of that, if we look at IIT Tirupati, it's quite new at this point of time. But yes, if you want to really compare them, then I would say that IITs are better, because the students who come here, they're clearing not only one exam but two exams, IIT mains as well as IIT advanced, JEE advanced. So but there is no ranking as such. If you are getting an NIT, it's good for you as well. Maybe you are not getting your favorite branch in an IIT, so you choose an NIT. So that is totally fine, and I mean it's good only that you are working on your personal goal rather than just going into a ranking list. Okay. So this is all about IIT, NITs, and central institutes and private institutes. So I mean these are all the different kind of institutes you can get after your 12th exam if you want to go for engineering. Something similar can be done for biology as well. For biology, you have two type of colleges. One is government colleges, and other one are uh, private colleges. So in same goes for medical as well. If some of you are interested in medical field, you can give an exam related to, let's say, NEET is there. So you can give NEET, and according to NEET you will get a rank, and according to that rank you can get into an government institute. Now someone asked me that what are my favorite subjects. So actually, if let's say you are in since I'm in IIT, so it should be like I should know physics and chemistry and maths better. Otherwise, there is no point in doing engineering. But computer science engineering does not really focuses that much on physics and chemistry, because we work on the softwares and all. So for us, the maths is bit important, and our maths is different from normal maths. But I will not get into that much as of now. I mean, you all must have heard that this entire computer is built with zeros and ones. So our maths is all about zeros and ones. So we will talk about it later when you grow up. Since you're right now, you're a bit small for all these talks. So let me talk about good stuff. So we all know games, we all know mobile apps. So if you really are interested in developing all these things, you can start from this moment as well. You can just see that how to develop a game, and then you will see some tutorials, and you can code things out, and you can make things on your own. So this is what something I like about my branch. Then let's say to prepare about at the end I would like to finish with some tips of how I prepared for IIT. So I am from I studied my coaching. I did my coaching from Kota. I hope you all know what Kota is. If not, then it's a good thing. You are a bit small in your life. So okay, in Kota, we have these coaching institutes, so you can take your coaching over there. Similarly, like you have Narayana Chaitanya here, so it's almost similar to that. And just to prepare, the only thing that is required is that you have to uh, work hard. That's all. You have to continuously practice a lot of questions, and then only you can say that you are like you will get an IIT or an NIT. So now someone is asking me how much marks I got. Okay, so see, there are few rules that never ask a student about his marks. So don't ask me about my marks. uh, but yeah, if you really want to get in and get into an IIT, so yeah, let me just ask you this quick question: how many of you are like how many of you get 80 more than 80% in your class? I'm sure like every one of you is a topper here and who gets like 90. Okay, see, so many hands. So just to tell you, the cutoff of any IIT is somewhere around 40%, or 40% or maybe 35 to 40% is the cutoff for IITs. If you want to clear JEE Advanced, the minimum marks that you really need is 30 to 40%. So you can now imagine how difficult the exams are. So I got somewhere around 50%, 55%. So with that, I got a rank with which I can get a computer science in an IIT. Now, someone is asking me, what was your goal since you were our age? So let me tell you, when I was of your age, my goal was to just play football or something. But if you want a serious answer, the goal, you don't really need that much of goal. How much do you think studying CSE has helped, and how much do you think will be used what you study? See, computer science, I don't think that you should study computer science to get into an IIT. Studying computer science is very different from getting into an IIT. To get into an IIT, you have to work on your maths, you have on your physics, on your chemistry. But once you come to an IIT, you can, then study CSE or any other branch, whichever you get. Now, when I say that you can, start working on your CSE stuff, it is all up to you. Like if you are interested in making games, if you are interested in making apps or websites, then you can, start studying computer science. But if you want to get into an IIT first and then decide what you should do, then you should only focus on your, physics, chemistry, and maths. I mean, obviously those things are important. Your school teachers are not stupid. Then which class do you think we should keep our goals? Okay, so this is a good question actually. I would say that as soon as possible. I mean, I'm really happy that all of you are like interested in getting into an IIT and all. I'm from a village, so by the time I knew about IIT and all, I was in 11th grade. So it's good for you that you all have such good motivation. What was your JEE advanced rank? Okay, so it was somewhere around 3000 something. If you want to get a like around 50%, you can get this rank. Which branch do you like? I like personally my branch, computer science, because whatever things I'm learning, I can implement all of those things in my computer system itself. Like if I'm learning about what are processors, I know that I have a processor with me with my computer, so I can make it. If I want to learn how to make a website, I can just literally just start making a website and then see how things are working. First of all, don't call me sir, but someone is asking, sir, do we learn coding and decoding in computer science? Yes, computer science is all about coding. So you will do a lot of coding, but for now you should focus on science and maths. Okay, if you fail your exam, don't tell me that okay, that guy from IT told us that you should do computer science. Which coaching center did you take in Kota? So I took Allen. So Allen is a good institute. You all can try that. What are your current goal? How much do you think studying in IIT will help you achieve it? So see, the thing is that goals are ever changing. So my current goal is to just work in my company, and obviously joining an IIT helped me to achieve that. Which class do you like in from which class do you like in like in what was your goal in our age? Okay, so I guess you are getting a lot of questions. Let me suggest that let me just stop right here. I have other students as well with me. Once they all finish their talks, then we can discuss about all the questions. So yeah, please continue, Nihit.
Yeah, I'm audible.
Yes, Neet, you're audible.
Yeah. Good afternoon, guys. My name is Neet, and I am from third year CSC. My native place is Warangal, Telangana. Though I am a CSC student, I will give you some applications of mechanical engineering because you got to know more applications of computer science in the previous talk. Some applications of mechanical engineering are 3D printing machines, and some electric vehicles. Nowadays, you hear a lot of words like electric vehicles, batteries, and something like that, right? These all come under mechanical engineering. If you study mechanical engineering, you will get to know about these things. And these are some emerging technologies. You can develop these technologies into a new level. So in these fields, you can get more. You can apply your knowledge more in all the different fields of computer engineering. Mostly they are already written. So there is no much scope of research in it. But in these fields like electric vehicles and 3D printing machines, as these are emerging technologies, you will get to apply your knowledge, and you will basically you will basically I don't know much about mechanical engineering, but I want to say a few examples of mechanical engineering. Let's just stop by saying these examples. Next, I will say about exams like JEE Mains and JEE Advanced. These examinations are just like you have to in UPSC there are something like prelims and mains, right? These if you want to get into an IIT, you have to first clear JEE Mains, and then you have to clear JEE Advanced. If you only clear JEE Mains, then you got to write JEE Advanced. So I will tell you what the paper pattern is and what are the strategies I followed in my +2. So first of all, talking about JEE Mains, it has a clear paper structure every year. Paper is for 300 marks, and basically it has 100 marks for each subject: maths, physics, and chemistry. You have 2 attempts to write it, and paper is for already I told the paper is for 300 marks, 100 in each subject. Every subject contains 25 questions, in which 20 are objective and 5 are fill in the blanks. The marking scheme of all these 25 questions will be, all these 20 objective questions will be +4 and -1. If you choose a wrong option, you will rewarded -1 mark. And for the fill in the blanks, there is no negative marking. So if you write the correct answer, you will be awarded +4. And if you even write the wrong answer, you will not get any negative marks. Talking about the strategy for JEE Mains, the only strategy which works for JEE Mains is fastness with accuracy. Because there are 75 questions which you have to solve in 3 hours. So you have to go through your paper once. You have to list out the difficulties of each subject. After doing that, basically you can start with chemistry, because chemistry has more questions of memory based, and many questions are directly from NCERT. So you can finish that in 35 to 40 minutes. And next you can choose your favorite subject, or the subject which is easy for you, and you can complete it in 1 hour. And then you choose a hard subject which will be completed in 1 hour or 1 hour 10 minutes. And in the last 20 minutes, you again reiterate to all the questions and see if there is any easy question missing, and attempt in that last 20 minutes. So this strategy will work most of the times. See, the strategies are individual to every person, so I will not be talking more about the strategies. So next we will go to JEE Advanced. So see, JEE Mains is just like if you know any formula, you have to apply it, you get the answer, and you tick it. But JEE Advanced is not like that. You have to apply your conceptual knowledge. Whatever you studied in these 2 years, you have to apply in these 6 hours examination. See, JEE Mains is a 3-hour examination, but JEE Advanced consists of 2 papers. Each one is of 3 hours. And unlike JEE Mains, which has overall cutoff, JEE Advanced has subject-wise cutoff. That means you have to clear some marks to in every subject to clear JEE Advanced. In JEE Mains also, see if you are accustomed to only write 3-hour examinations, right? On the day of the JEE Advanced, you have to focus for a 6-hour examination. So all these institutes will only focus on 3-hour exams, and they will send you to write the JEE Advanced exam. But it is difficult for you to focus for straight 6 hours if you don't have enough practice well in advance. So my I will tell that you practice 6-hour examinations if your JEE Advanced exam is today, you have to practice at least 10 to 15 exams, 10 to 15 6-hour examinations without fail, and do error analyzing and such stuff every day, and be confident about your marks and strategies. And unlike in JEE Mains, you don't have any strict paper pattern in JEE Advanced. So you get to know your paper pattern just before 10 minutes. You have to tune your mindset for that paper pattern, and you have to just start with your favorite subject and do as long as you get bored, and then change to another subject, and then do the same, repeat the same. And see, there is a lot of misconception around these JEE Mains and JEE Advanced are two different examinations. They both are individually very different. They both have different preparation strategies. Both have different asks from students. It is not like if you write JEE Mains very well, then you can ace JEE Advanced also. No, if you fail in one examination, that doesn't mean you will not get good marks in another examination. Personally, I got a very bad rank in JEE Mains, but I got a decent score in JEE Advanced. It will happen to you also. If you got a very good marks in JEE Mains, that means you have a very good chance of scoring JEE Advanced also, but it is not compulsory. It is not guaranteed that you can score JEE Advanced also. Both are different. Both are very different in terms of preparation strategies also. And lastly, I want to tell about the branch change option, which is offered by some NITs like NIT Warangal and almost all IITs. In the first year of engineering, student irrespective of their branch have same courses. So if you're in CSC or in mechanical, you all study in the same courses, the first year of engineering. So in the first year, you get a chance to explore your engineering discipline. You take help from your seniors or your teachers, and you explore your engineering discipline. So that if you're in mechanical engineering, do research about mechanical engineering. What is a mechanical engineering? What prospects do you have in this mechanical engineering? Like that stuff, etc. By any chance, if you get interested in any other discipline, if you are in mechanical engineering and if you are more interested in computers, like that some stuff, etc., then or if you lose interest in your current branch, if you don't like your branch, if you are in mechanical engineering, you don't like your branch, then there is an opportunity called branch change in first year of any IIT or something like, etc. in some NITs. All you have to do is get, for example, if in mechanical engineering there are 60 members in your class and you need to be in the top 6. There are some the first year. If you are in top 6, you will get a chance to apply for a branch change. In branch change can be anything, like you can shift to any branch: CSC, electrical engineering, chemical engineering, and civil engineering. See, if you apply for a branch change, then the authorities will check if there is a vacancy in the in your applied batch, and if there is any vacancy, you will get to shift to that branch. So I myself changed from mechanical to CSC in the first year. So you have to, it is not that tough. You can play, you can watch TV and something like that, and you can study. You don't have to sacrifice anything. You just need to focus on your classes and take notes and something like that stuff, etc. And you can still you will still top the examinations, and you will get you can change your branch. So if you have any questions regarding the strategies or branch change option, do let me know. Chat on 240. Yeah, I'm getting good placements in IIT Tirupati. So yeah, very decent placements. I'm not saying it as a very good placements, but as far as a new IIT, it is considered as a decent placements for IIT Tirupati. What machine do you like? I mean, can you elaborate the question more, Karthikeya? Karthikeya, are you here? Okay, I will go to the next question. In the meantime, you elaborate the question. Recent JEE mains attend. Okay, the paper pattern may be changed. In our times, there is only 5 numerical questions, so I don't know much about it now. So maybe it changed. It had 10 numericals and negative marking also. Okay, so it may be changed, but it will be communicated well in before for JEE mains. But for JEE advanced, you have to tune your mindset according to the paper pattern that you get to know just before 10 minutes of the examination. JEE means the paper pattern will be communicated well in advance, but it's not the case in JEE advanced. That I want to say. And what is my rank in JEE advanced for you? Something around 8,000. That rank fetched me a mechanical engineering branch in IIT Tirupati, and I mean after first year I changed my branch to CSC. And my 11th class is completely wasted. How can I crack GD? What is it? See, I am also, I didn't study in my 11th years. I completely focused my entire 2-year study in my 12th year only. See, some institutes will just, complete the syllabus in 6 months or something like that, and remaining 6 times we will get to revise all the 11th year subjects and 12th year subjects. In the revision time, you need to focus more on the 11th year than 12th year. Now you have to cover all the 12th year topics, and in the revision time you need to cover the 11th year topics more. Basically, in JEE mains and JEE advanced also, more questions will be coming from 12th class. So don't panic or anything like that, etc. So it's okay. I wasted my 11th year, and in my 12th year, we are supposed to be in Corona batch. Yeah, we wrote JEE advanced and JEE mains from our home, which in the Corona time we had no motivation to study at all. These things happens. These things happens for everyone. So you don't panic or something like that. It's okay. You can start it from now. Okay. How much is the package offered to you? Basically, I'm from 3rd year, so and placement starts from 4th year, so I can't tell you how much package I'm going to get at least now. Can you answer? Okay, which is your favorite branch? I personally like computer science, yeah. But mechanical engineering also has some emerging technologies, which might be unaware of as of now, but it will be popular in the upcoming years. I cannot choose one between the computer science engineering and mechanical engineering. That's yeah. Okay, this is all for now. Let's Matthew talk now. Yeah.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, Matthew, you're audible.
Right. So I'll start my talk by giving a brief overview of what career opportunities can be done after engineering. So I think that broadly speaking, we can divide what is done after engineering into core and non-core. So core is related to what you actually studied, and non-core is related to something totally different from what your degree or pursuit. So within core, we have 2 broad subdivisions again. We have industry and research. So in industry, what you do is you work, you find a company, or maybe you make your own startup and you actually do work. You apply the principles you learned, and you essentially have to be a economically viable, economically viable worker doing useful work. So within industry, of course, you can either join a large established company as an employee, or maybe if you're a bit more fine with taking risks, you can you can try a startup, maybe even your own startup, though that requires some management aspects as well. And generally, after working a few years in industry, let's say you want to pursue something higher, you can, of course, go for a phase master. The prestige of getting a master's, but it doesn't. It's actually much less rigorous than a research-based master's. So and you can also do it part-time, so you can get the degree while you're working. So it's an advantage. If you're doing research, okay, so this one is a bit more difficult. You'll have to do a lot more work. So after doing your BTech, you'll have to go for a research-based master's, which can easily take 2 or 2.5 years. During which you'll have to research a topic, I think, write a paper, things like that. And then after that, you'll have to do a PhD. So a PhD is a large commitment, guys. So it will take around 5 years or so, depending on your branch. And if you're like really good, maybe you can get it done in 4 years. But at the end of the PhD, you publish a paper, and that's when you have the doctor appended to your name. And after PhD, of course, if you really like academia, you can continue postdoc, or you can get a research position in some company and work there. So it's not there's a lot of ways to go from the industry research. It's something like a revolving door. You don't have to pick one and stay there. Right? So now coming to a few more specific details regarding research. Let's say you want to do a master's in an IIT in India, you have to write GATE. Of course, if you're doing a BTech in IIT, you don't need to write this exam. I think there are different pathways for that. But in general, if you're if you're from a college other than an IIT and you want to do a master's in an IIT, you have to write GATE. If you're going abroad for a master's, you'll have to, of course, in addition to having a really good CGPA in your college, you'll also have to write exams like GRE and TOEFL. These are just exams to test your English. So earlier these used to be quite important, but now there's a trend whereby all the top colleges are slowly phasing them. And also, you don't have to go straight to masters from BTech, of course. If you want to, you can spend a couple of years in industry, see what things are like, see if you like industry more than thing. You don't have to make up your mind straight away. So you have like a 2-year window or something. And once you enter research, it will be the whole culture around research is very different from the culture of industry. So in industry, what happens is you can do anything you want, but at the end of the day, there needs to be profits for your employer, right? So it's somewhat more restrictive in industry. Whereas in research, by the very nature of research, it's the kind of environment where a few strange ideas thrive, because the purpose behind research is exploration. Whereas in industry, the purpose is implementation of existing ideas. So if you really like exploration, you don't mind taking a pay cut just to do what you like, then yeah, research is a pretty good option for you. And now moving on to certain non-core things that you can do. So one of the most popular things IIT graduates do is they go on to do a business degree is called, but they go to an IIM and learn business. So an MBA. They do an MBA and an IIM. So an MBA is roughly a 2-year commitment, and in order to do this, you need to prepare for CAT. I know a few people who are writing CAT. It will take around 1 year or 2 years prep during the end of your BTech, and you write the exam, get into an IIM, and right. So once you get into an IIM, I think you spend 2 years doing your MBA. And I don't know the exact specific details about that, but once you do an MBA, you sort of pursue management jobs. You won't be doing, of course, what you learned in your BTech life will be useful, but you won't be applying it directly on a day-to-day basis. If you want to go abroad, you'll have to do something like the GMAT, which is the like the international equivalent for CAT. Let's say you want to go to Harvard Business School or something like that, you write the GMAT, do well in it, and then you go. Another option you have is civil services. So civil services, they come with like really high job security. Of course, it's a very tough field. It's a highly competitive field. You need to do very well in the UPSC, which is the exam that the Indian government uses to get civil servants. And it's a pretty rigorous process. You have to prepare a lot. You need to be good in the humanities. You need to sort of understand, more than just technical stuff. You need to understand a lot about human psychology and all that. And once you do, let's say you clear the exam and get a job, it will sort of tie you down to a particular place. So you have to go wherever the government posts you. So that is one thing. You don't get much freedom to go wherever you please. And but the thing is, you have like very high job security. At least it's pretty difficult to fire a civil servant. So if you like peace of mind, you don't mind studying very hard even after BTech, then UPSC would be a good option. And another branch, which this is not a very popular branch as far as I know. So there's consulting. So what you do in consulting is you leverage what you've already learned, and your job isn't to manufacture products or do research or anything like that. Your job is purely to give advice to other organizations. So let's say an organization is facing a problem, they come to your consulting firm and ask you, and you need to analyze what exactly is going on there and give them advice. So a very popular consulting company would be something like Goldman Sachs. They are, I think, among the best in the world. Now, this sort of thing, again, there are certain caveats. This sort of job is very high pressure. You'd be expected to work easily 60-hour weeks or so. But again, to compensate for that, there's high pay as well. So if you really like the jet-setting lifestyle, flying in business class, all that, maybe you should try consulting. And that's the end of this particular section. I'll move on to a few more personal things like preparation for JEE. So these are my experiences for on how I prepare for JEE. So I remember in when I was in 11th and 12th, during 11th, at least in the first half, I didn't take it. Towards midway through 11th, I sort of became serious, and throughout 12th, I was somewhat serious. And one important random variable in my case was the lockdown. So I got 5 extra months. So during the lockdown, we had every day was the same. You wake up in your house, you don't go out anywhere, and you spend all day within 4 walls, and you go back to sleep. So I found that during these times, what really helped me was getting a sort of very rigid fixed schedule. So I don't have to waste time thinking what exactly I need to do. I already know exactly what I need to do. I just need to summon enough willpower to actually do it. So I believe, if I remember correctly, I was aiming for studying like 9 hours a day or so, 3 hours math, 3 hours physics, 3 hours chemistry. And what I did during those hours was just work on the archives. I didn't, at least I'd finished learning all the concepts by then. So I just worked problems for 5 months. And the best approximation of what type of problem you'll face in the JEE is the JEE archives, because by definition, they are JEE problems. So the highest quality questions would be found in the archives. I highly suggest you spend time on that if you're preparing for JEE. And what I generally suggest you do is you learn a topic very well. And then I believe there are these question banks that split all the questions with respect to which topic they're from. So once you learn a topic, you take the list of questions from the topic, treat it as a mini test, see how well you've understood the concepts. And you should ideally be getting most of them right if you've mastered the concepts. And other than that, I'd say generally, like eat properly, don't skip meals, eat on time, eat consistently on time, be disciplined. It's going to be painful in the short term, but the long term rewards are well worth the payoff. Then we have, another important piece of advice is, even if you do, let's say, find yourself doing badly in the mock tests, you don't worry that much, because after all, they're just mock tests. They aren't going to affect your life. Just treat them as a sort of feedback based on feedback telling you exactly why you need to improve, something like that. And moving on to the next topic, how to choose between branch and college. So here, I believe simply, see, we're all biased here, right? We're all from a third gen IT. So most of us will advise you to choose a branch over a college. So in my case, I had a choice between doing CS in a third gen IT, which I really like CS. So I was really hoping I'd get, I think I already made up my mind then that I don't care about which college it is. I just want to do CS. And my choice was between CS in a third gen IT and I think the other option was, I think, aeronautical in first gen IT. But of course, I just chose to stick with CS because I believe during that time, there was no option for branch change in that particular IT. I faced it out. So I decided, branch, because see, so there's some rationale behind this thinking. Right? Once you enter an IIT, you need to have that drive for 4 years. You can't just after 1 year you can't just lose your steam. You can't get burnt out. So it helps if you're doing something you're really passionate about. Even if the institution isn't, it's not an issue, right? Because in the end, what determines your trajectory in life is your own abilities. So as long as the institute isn't actively hindering you, you should be able to do well in a sort of okay institute. But you need to make sure that you do what you're passionate about, because ultimately gives you the drive. The drive comes from within. And yeah, that's about it. So if you have any questions, I'll be taking it now. Hello?
Yeah. So guys, if anyone has any questions in general to ask students, you can raise your hands.
Yeah, see 3 hands raised. There is Vashita, Kaushik, and Jyotirmai. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And I think there are 3 on the chat. Okay, there's one direct message to me. Which branch would you choose if you want to build a real estate business? That's interesting. I'd probably go with civil. I don't know. That seems like the answer that comes straight out. But I'd probably do civil and then go on to do an MBA, because real estate, there's a lot of business side of things. Having a good knowledge of civil is going to help you, but not as much as knowing about how businesses work. Now, another direct message. Okay, guys, if you have a question, okay, I'll deal with the direct messages first. I suppose the guys who have their hands up, they want to ask in the chat. Sorry, in the voice call itself. So, okay, this question, I'm getting anxious with solving problems and how can I overcome? Okay, so this thing, this is a good question, right? Because when you see a problem and you don't recognize half of what they're talking about, it becomes very, very anxiety inducing. Because what happens is you see this problem, right? And what your brain thinks is it's not just this problem that you can't solve. If there is something, maybe this exposes a more deeper problem in your understanding. There's this cascading effect, right? It goes from I don't understand what this problem says to I don't understand physics to I don't understand anything to I'm useless. So you should stop. Sorry.
Sir?
Yeah. I'll just answer this question. I'll get back to you. So you must stop this sort of cascading event from happening, right? If you don't understand the problem, it's only that problem. At least I hope it is. And be calm and collected. While most of the problems you're going to solve, they won't matter. It'll either be for a mock test or you won't practice. So don't get affected. So hopefully in the exam, you have sort of build up systems to panicking. I can't really answer this question that well because I haven't faced this issue much. So yeah, I hope that covers it. Okay, I believe someone wanted to ask a question. Please go ahead.
Which college is best after the 10th, sir?
Do you mean pre-college for 11th and 12th?
Sir, after 10th, sir.
Sir?
Hello. After 10th, you mean junior college, right? Just to be clear.
Yeah, I think that's what she means.
Okay, so I can tell you my experience. I went to Fiji. I had some. It was basically a coaching institute that sort of merged with the school, and this. I don't remember much about them, to be honest. Like they did a good job because I'm sitting here. More I can say. And okay, there's another follow-up question in the chat. How do you think IITs will help build real estate business? Okay, so this one, to be honest, I'm not sure whether if you are really focused on going for real estate, probably you should look at maybe learning economics or business or finance, because ultimately, if you're going to go into real estate, I don't think you need to know how the buildings are built. You just need to know how the housing market works. Again, I'm not sure. I don't have much experience in this. So another question from again direct message: should I go offline coaching or online? Here I feel that again I'm very biased here. I think you should go offline because online I found online very, very difficult to stay motivated. And in fact, I remember during the lockdown, our coaching shifted online, and I didn't attend a single one of their classes because I felt I could do better on my own. Online is generally there are certain see, online you get all the material, but one of the benefits of going to coaching is having a community of your peers, right? You surrounded by people who have the same goal as you, and there's something something almost invaluable about that. I owe most of my success to my friends, more, at least if not more, because they really motivated me. So I'd say if you have an option, you should probably go offline. And there's another question: how to revise and manage time for each subject now to clear JEE. Okay, so okay, with the result to time management, there are two factors at play here. So let's get one thing straight. In JEE, they don't care about subjects per se. Every single subject has the same weightage, right? So if you get 3 marks in chemistry, that's not going to change from 3 marks in physics. So they use that only for making ties. I think math greater than physics greater than chemistry, but it won't really affect your rank. So ideally, you should be able to. There is no best to any one subject, but then again, what you're trying to maximize JEE is a sum of your marks. So let's say you can let's say you lose 3 marks in chemistry but gain 6 in physics, then that's a trade-off worth making. So when looking at how to manage your time, look at what subject you're weakest in, because per unit effort, the increase in marks will be greatest for your weaker subject. So in my case, I was pretty weak. So I believe the summer between 11th and 12th, I did nothing except chemistry, and that sort of made me somewhat strong in that subject. But again, I'd say don't do this. Don't neglect other subjects. Even if you're very weak in one subject, spend only at max 80% of your time in that subject. Just to stay in touch with us, you need to spend 10% of your time there also, or else you just sort of lose touch. And on what base IIT will be, that's another question. I don't really understand that question. If you mean on what basis the admissions are, then it's purely based on advanced. So you have to write mains, clear mains, and then write advanced, get good in advanced, and that should be enough. And the next question is necessary to start your preparation for my grade. I don't know about what is necessary. I can do what I did. I didn't do anything before 11th. So I started all my preparation in 11th only. Though I know some people who have started in 9th, some who have started in 6th. From what I see, there isn't really any correlation between how well you start and how well you end up doing. See, even if you're not preparing actively for IITs in 8th, just take your academics seriously. That should be enough. Okay, so the message is repeated again on what basis IIT will be. On what base IIT will be repeated thrice. So I don't really understand this question. And I think it's Kaushik. Okay, is IIT easy or not? Easy to get into, not. I mean, it's not that easy to get into. You need to put in a lot of effort. Once you get into IIT, you have a choice. You can either just sort of chill out, take things light, which I recommend you don't do, or you continue the same amount of rigor that you had during advanced during your IIT days as well. And there's nothing wrong with the first part. It's just that some people are, if you at the end of one marathon ask you to run another marathon even longer, you probably say no. Right? What you want to do is chill. Maybe some people think that I work for 2 years or 4 years or 5 years as the case maybe, let me relax for a year or two. That will be fine. I mean, there will be a drop in CGPA if you do that, but if you don't really care about doing higher studies, and that's a path you can take if you want. Though I'd recommend it against it pretty strongly. There is one person who says, good my studies. Yes, so this is another point I'd like to address. So your academic performance now is not going to be a good predictor of your academic performance at the end of 12th. What actually makes a prediction is how committed you are, right, to your academics, because the material you're learning is going to change very drastically. What is going to remain constant is whether or not you want to learn what is given to you. So make sure you have the drive, at least for 5 years. Don't get burnt out, but don't just slack off either. What sacrifices and efforts you made to crack JEE? Okay, with respect to sacrifice, not much, at least that I can think of. Efforts, yeah, I had to study quite hard. Like I'd say 8 or 9 hours a day is what I aim for. In practice, I did less than 6 hours. And if you go to an integrated coaching institute type thing, you end up having the school days for 8 hours. So that's another thing. It's initially pretty tiring. I believe they had 8 hours a day, 6 days a week. And during the first 2 months, it was very hard for me, but then I adjusted to that. So that's one thing. And on what subject IIT will be, again by the same person earlier. It's based on JEE Advanced, so physics, chemistry, and mathematics. That's it. That is, if you're asking about entrances. Then how many months required for preparation to JEE? This again depends on you. So I started, I believe for JEE mains 1, I did serious revision only for I think 1 month. I'm not sure. But I don't recommend you do that because you should be consistent from the beginning. In the end, you should ideally you should not be learning anything in the 1 month before the exam. You should be revising what you've already learned. Of course, but if you I do recall that I think for me the JEE mains 1 was in January, and during December during the start of December I didn't know a single thing in physical chemistry. So within 1 month I had to learn the whole of physical chemistry. It was quite stressful. I had to put in easily 10 hours a day, but in the end it was somewhat worth it. And okay, so I think we have someone with a sense of humor. Top G sends a direct message to me. What color is your Bugatti? I'd like to inform you I don't currently own a Bugatti, so I don't know what color it is. And which branch is better in IIT? This again is your preference, right? Because maybe you're really passionate about the branch, in which case I'd say you go for what you're passionate about. Opportunities will open up for you. But if you're really agnostic with respect to branch, then again I'm somewhat biased here, but I'd probably say go for CS because there are a lot of job opportunities there. I don't know. At least that's what the common wisdom here is in IIT. Though you shouldn't really let such things passionate about and go for that. And I think that's the end of the questions, at least the ones in the chat. Okay, so if anyone wants to ask a question directly to me, I'll mute myself now. If anyone has a question they want to ask directly to me, please go ahead.
Anyone have any questions or anything to any one of us?
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Like I just want to know why is there like so much of a buzz going around in CSE department? Like why does everyone want to get CSE department and not anything else? Like most of them, as far as I know.
I think Aditya can answer that. He is 4th year CSE. I think he has a lot of.
Actually, he left the meeting. He has some work to do.
Okay. But then Nihit will be fine answering this.
Okay, anyways, maybe I'll answer in that case. He seems like he's also not here. So see, the thing is, currently we are in a world where everything is related to technology, and we are trying to automate everything. So that is the reason we are actually seeing the buzz. So it is not that actually CSE is a buzz. It is just that because of the evolving technology and AI and ML, we are able to see their implementation in our real life. That is the reason people are able to see more of a buzz in CSE as compared to other branches. It is not that there is a buzz in CSE only. That if you are involved in civil or any other branches, you can see that there are marvelous achievements happening in that case as well. But the scale at which it is happening in CSE is more as compared to other branches. That's all the cases. I hope that answers your question, Sharat.
Sir, which branch we want to take to become a software engineer?
Yeah, a CSE, computer science engineering. See, I would suggest you guys, I was saying some questions are very generic questions that you guys were asking. See, we had a session on self-study, right? So what is self-study? You guys have to implement such questions are gonna be there, like very basic questions. What is the format of JEE mains? What is this? What is that? All those questions would be easily answered by Google. So we are in an era where it is very easy to get very trivial answers from Google. So we insist that whatever questions you want to ask us questions which are experience related more, so that will be so that you can utilize our expertise more in that case. The factual answers you'll be able to find on Google, or there'll be many resources online that will help you to get the factual answers. So someone is messaging me. 1 year preparation is enough to clear JEE. That is, as Matthew said, it depends on you. Some people might be able to do it in 6 months. Some might take 2 years as well. It's just your dedication that is required.
Sir, which branch we should take to become astronauts, sir?
I think
I think there are many options like mechanical engineering would do that, and also there are separate branches for astronautical engineering. And I think 1G IITs, there are a couple of branches for astronomy.
Sir,
Yeah.
which branch is better in IIT, sir?
All the branches are best in IIT, I would say. See, there is no branch which is better than the other. It's just that if you are best in a particular branch, that name will stay forever with you. Say, just take an example of Faraday. He's from an electrical guy, but his name is there at every point of time whenever you see an electrostatic or whatever thing. Okay, so that's how the thing is. You just need to be best in whatever you do. Maybe it's engineering, maybe it's commerce, maybe it's art or law or whatever. That is what it matters at the end of the day. Not IIT, not branch, nothing else.
Better subject?
Again, I think the same answer. No subject is better than the other. It's more of your interest, what you like the best.
Maths and physics are a few subjects which will, constantly reoccur whatever branch you choose or whatever subject you are taking. So, make sure you're strong in those areas. And
Thank you, sir. Sir, when will be exam conducted, sir?
we will update you on that. Like in the following week, sometime we will be having it.
Someone is asking about enter first year. What is enter first year?
I think it's 11th class.
Oh, okay. So the question is like, is enter first year different from enter second year? So I would say 11th makes the base, or the enter first year makes the base, your base of your enter 12th maybe. So both are equally important, I would say. Though what I have experienced in my personal opinion, enter 11th is more rigorous as compared to enter 12th, enter second year. It is my personal opinion. It might like.
Excuse me?
Yeah, go on.
According to which is the course that has more scope in today's world, in this technological world?
See, actually, it is very much dynamic right now. We cannot say that any particular thing has a more scope. See, there are things like ChatGPT also coming. So you might have heard that name that can write code for you. Okay. So it would be wrong if I say that CSE has more scope or some other branch. I would say that every branch has potential. You just need to dive enough deep to explore or to reach that potential.
Thank you, sir.
No need to call us, sir. Actually, you can call us Priya.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Which branch is needed for civil service, sir?
No, like civil services comes, after engineering. Like there isn't any particular branch for civil services. Like Anyone can attempt it. It might not be from engineering background.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Someone is asking, how did you guys manage to study for around 9 years while attending school? So I think I might not be able to answer. I didn't attend school. Mohit, maybe you can answer that question.
What is
Sir,
the question?
Sir, which type?
How did you? Just a second. Sorry,
Okay,
Ashwar. How did you guys manage to study around 9 hours while attending the school?
9 hours. Okay, my school, like it was 8 hours from 9 to 3:30 only. You'll get used to it. Like there's no other option. Yeah, issue your hand.
Yeah.
Sir, which type of college should I prefer to become an aeronautical engineering, sir?
I think there are a couple of IITs that provide this course, so you can try for those IITs. I don't remember the names. I think Kanpur is one of them.
So more than colleges, you need to look out for courses offered by the colleges. So if you want specifically astronomy engineering, so look out for colleges which offer that thing, and choose the best college.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
I have one more question here. What are benefits of choosing CSE branch? So just a second, Sai. I'll just answer this question.
Sir, how will you plan your?
Yeah, go on. It's okay now.
How can you plan your day service?
You're not audible.
Okay.
Can you come again?
It means when
Your voice is
plan
breaking.
will
Maybe you can type out in the chat box.
Okay.
Until then, I'll answer one of the question. What are the benefits of choosing CSE branch?